Alrighty. Okay. Just make sure that everything is good. Sorry if you're currently in the chat right now. I'm just making sure everything is running smooth. Yep, that's a little latency. And we are good. Hey guys, welcome to yet another reaction stream. Yet another day, another week of just collecting shit for to put into my watch later folder, like Infinity Stones. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Chris, and I'm a full-time sped. And I'm occasionally joined on these streams with my buddy Kason, who is also a full-time sped, who may or may not be dropping in on the stream via Discord call or the YouTube chat. We'll just have to wait and see. But if you wanna, if you want to just kick up your feet and relax and watch the stream, that's good. If you'd like to communicate, if you'd like to chat, don't be shy. Drop a comment in the chat, because I really love talking to you guys. So, we're going to get things started off with, I don't know if anybody else has been getting hooked on these chat music videos lately, where they'll take some of the best comments from a video and they'll just splice in some of the and they'll just splice those together in like a song form. But we've got two of those lined up for the stream tonight. They're both from a channel called Comment Song, and we're going to start with this one here. It's called Will Smith Slapped the Wrong Person, which is very true.
Oh God! Can we talk about
Which is very, very true. Will Smith did in fact slap the wrong person at the Oscars. He should not have slapped Chris Rock. He should have slapped himself for being at the Oscars. So.
Oh God! Can we talk about the economic state of the world right now?
Hold on, let me just make sure that. Okay. Yep. Desktop audio and mic are good. Sorry, folks. I just wanted to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple check. Make sure all my shit was in order, which I should have done before I started the stream, but that's how I am.
Was this the political and economic state of the world he was talking about? This definitely affects the socio and economic state of the world.
For real. Yes, putting a retarded... But walking around at an award show, or walking around in general with a goofy-ass model on your head, yeah, that's... I don't know what point Jaden was trying to make there, but he failed miserably. All he did was make himself look like a dumbass. Which, hey, I do that for free, so take notes. Fucking has-been actor.
Economic state, real estate. He became the economic state. Can we talk about the foundational and architectural state of the house right now? Jaden, head of the house. He's the head of the household. Diddy's house.
I mean, his father is friends with Diddy, so probably.
It's time to head home. He really said, I think I'ma head home. Not Jaden being a house nigga. Bro just pulled up with the crib like a effing snail. Bro wearing trippy red house Hogwarts around his whole head. Why you looking like a mobile glory hole?
I mean, it is Hollywood, so I mean, why not walk around looking like a mobile glory hole? That's probably the least. That's probably the least weird thing that has that anybody's ever seen in Hollywood.
At least he's got a roof over his head.
True.
That lives in his head. Tell Jaden to go home. Will Smith, come get your son. He changed since his mama went
Hold on.
home.
I've been saying that since The Karate Kid. I have been saying that since the remake of The Karate Kid that he and Jackie Chan did. And does anybody else find it amusing that Jackie Chan got invited to do the new Karate Kid movie, but he didn't? Billy Zabka and Ralph Macchio got invited to do Cobra Kai and the new Karate Kid movie, and he did not get an invitation to appear in either one. It's almost like he suffers from a severe talent deficit and nobody liked him. Apart from that one really shitty Oscar baity movie that he and Will did together.
Smith, come get your son. He changed since his mama went bald. His dad slapped the wrong person.
Yup.
What happens when your mom dishes out nauseous to your mates? When you out, but you wanna be at home. He tries too hard to be different when you have no talent but really need attention. Jaden. He tries too hard to be different when you have no.
If you have no talent but really need attention, you just start a YouTube channel. That's really what. Why not? That's what I did.
Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, exposed, exposed. You are exposed, sir.
Or you could join any one of the number of streaming sites. You have no talent but really need attention. So, aka Johnny Somali, who we will be talking about later on in the stream because Atozi has an update on his case. So...
talent but really need attention. Jaden thinks he's a Roblox character. Whole family need a therapist. What is wrong with this family? Mental health at its peak. I'd be so mad if I was sitting behind him.
Yeah, if you're gonna wear that shit to the movie theater, you better pick the very, very, very dead-ass back row. Just make sure, just do that. Or just don't wear it at all because you look like a frickin' clown. Period.
That's why they didn't even invite him to Cobra Kai. The reason the word target is making a comeback. Bring that bully in. He looks like he's about to walk in your room at 2 a.m. and say he threw up. A condom should have.
Yeah. If he's had one too many Miller High Lifes, probably, or one too many shots of Don Cuervo. Legit, I once watched a man who was completely shit-faced. I once watched a completely drunk man piss in another man's boots. That's probably not the weirdest thing anybody watching this stream has witnessed in their lives.
Looks like he's about to walk in your room at 2 a.m. and say he threw up. A condom should have prevented this. Y'all just doing shit. This needs to be.
Okay, we ain't seen Andrew Kahn in a while, so I wanted to. So this is his latest video. I wanted to throw this one in there. If you're not following Andrew Kahn, you should, because he's one of the funniest motherfuckers on this site. Bathtub brisket. I've heard of radiator gin. I have heard of toilet wine. I have never heard of bathtub brisket. And I don't know if I want to know what it is. But we're going to find out.
This needs to be against the law.
Oh, hold up. Ah! Jason!
What damn time you answered the fucking phone?
Jason has entered the stream. So now this can be a full-blown episode of Weaponized Autism.
Alright.
About time we got some star power up in here.
Me and my friend were me and my buddy John were having some damn Taco Bell and watching fucking. I showed him some of your old videos, dude. So.
Hey, I appreciate that.
I showed him your console video, a tidbit of our Resident Evil discussion, your Welcome to Raccoon City review.
Nice.
And I told him he should start up his Discord again and join us on one of these sometime.
Oh yeah, we could always use a third wheel.
Yeah, dude, his sense of humor is more fucked up than ours combined. So
good. Good. Well, you missed the first video. We were roasting. I'll if I can remember to. I'll send you the link to it after the stream. But we were roasting a chat music video on Jaden Smith with his rather dapper house headwear.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And so now we are transitioning from that to Andrew Kahn with this video on bathtub brisket.
Huh?
I wouldn't know how to respond to that either.
How long has the stream been going?
I just started it like 13 minutes ago. I started it like right at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I also showed my friend the video about the TikTokers who decided they were going to taunt cartels, and he had the same thing to say. It's like, do you want death? Because that's how you get death.
Exactly.
Like, I would never do anything stupid like that. Like, I didn't say anything like that this stream, have I?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I figured because I just freaking got here. Yeah, I think Chris is sick of my shit, y'all.
So, like I was telling the chat, like I was telling the stream just a minute ago before you called, I've heard of radiator gin. I've heard of toilet wine. I have never heard of bathtub brisket, and I don't know if I want to know what it is.
George Cooper. Imagine the meme of George Cooper Sr. from Young Sheldon, mouth-watering meme. Because they make it clear that the reason that guy is so fat is because of all the brisket he eats.
Well,
hey, brisket's good, okay? Brisket's good.
Well, aren't the Coopers from Texas anyway?
Yeah, it's like one of the most well-known foods there.
Exactly.
It's literally just like a beefcake.
It goes to Texas and brisket goes together like Seattle and overpriced coffee.
Sealy Boop is coming your way now, bro. Sealy Boop, the FBI agent played by David Boreanaz in the show Bones.
Right.
Like, don't start our copy. Jesus Christ.
Right. So
on the bright side, y'all, me, depending on how things go, me and my friend Chris will be doing streams on my channel here soon. Because hopefully when I get my PS5 and I can set it up to where we can chat on Discord while I'm live on PS5, we might be doing streams on there here and there.
Yeah.
That's just, bruh. Because I am fed up with Xbox's bullshit, dude, because I've been trying to play online for like the last week and a half, and they keep suspending my account for quote-unquote spam, but I haven't sent spam game requests or spam messages, like, just, I don't even use the Xbox app unless I'm downloading a clip I record on Xbox to put on YouTube, you know?
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ, Microsoft. I think Bill Gates is still reeling from his divorce, and now he's taking it out on me. Not the only dipshit named Bill I know. Yes, I'm talking about my stepdad. Move on.
Anyways.
Yeah, let's see what this shit's all about.
This needs to be against the law. Somebody need to call FBI, get this man off the streets. Goodness gracious, got to cut the, oh gosh, in between the toes, buddy? Yeah. You warm that up or plug it in. Buddy, you can marinate that with peroxide and vinegar. You're going to catch Ebola eating that ass meat. Look how dry it is. Golly. I ain't never seen a beat in my life, buddy. God. The last time I saw this man, he was making sinkaronis. He was making macaroni and cheese in the sink. He's gonna...
Somehow that's even worse.
What in the cousin fucking tinfoil hat wearing fucking... Hang on, I'm trying to come up with a good quip. Hang on. What in the cousin fucking satellite TV dish on backwards? Not pride flag. Redneck pride flag. No, that's not right either. The Confederate flag. Okay, I got it. What in the cousin fucking cheap Kool-Aid drinking, Confederate flag waving, tinfoil hat wearing, basically a quip insulting rednecks. So it'll come to me. I just need a few minutes.
Right.
Just bro, like, what the actual fuck is this shit?
I feel kind of funny.
This was a Facebook post. If this was a Facebook post, the post underneath it will be Shaggy from Scooby-Doo going, like, what the fuck is this shit above me, Scoop?
I feel kind of funny. Like, haha, funny.
Shaggy wouldn't even eat that. That says something.
Yeah.
Alright, Andrew, back to you.
Upgraded to the bathtub, okay? And then he tried to tenderize it with his feet. Try to tenderize it with his feet. What'd you marinate it in? Me. Golly. I bet it smelled like the Great Depression in there. Huh? I bet it tastes like the Spanish flu or something.
That's like that one YouTuber that goes, and you're watching What the Fuck.
Chris Raygun, yeah. He dry rubbed it with toe jam.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said he dry rubbed it with toe jam.
Honey, do you still have that rope? And did a neighbor cut the tree down outside? I wanna pull a Sheldon because this shit's disturbing. Because young Sheldon literally said in one of the Big Bang Theory episodes.
Hold up, I think I've still got the clip. I think I've still got the
Yeah.
Spanish. I thought I had it marked under Spanish Honduras because that's what he referenced in the clip.
British Honduras.
British Honduras, that's it. I don't know why I was thinking Spanish Honduras. Okay, here it is. Here it goes.
When British Honduras became Belize, they designed a new flag with a tree on it, and I would like to hang myself from that tree.
Apparently, I concerned some of my subscribers a couple years ago when I just used the "I would like to hang myself" part at the end of a video. I've been told I'm Sheldon if he was nice, and it's like, I'm nowhere near as smart as Sheldon is.
Right.
I'm the Wish brand retarded version of Sheldon. Keep in mind, my mother drank and smoked while pregnant with me, so...
I mean, that explains a lot.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. I'm kidding. You were just joking. I don't take offense. I'm not gonna take offense if it comes from you, because I know you're fucking around.
Right.
That's like, we've been friends for over 10 years. You can joke about whatever the fuck you want with me.
I know, and that's why I do.
Oh, God. We're definitely gonna be in our rocking chairs in 70 years. Give or take 50, if I manage to keep off the smoking and get a better diet.
Yeah, I need to start. I've been looking at possibly, like, drinking, like, chicken bone broth between meals to stave off cravings.
Now, I was about to say, one joke I'll never make about you, because it's just not right, is fatty jokes.
I mean, I got no problem with fat jokes.
But I just can't bring myself to do it, dude. I just can't.
I weigh 240 at 5'8".
I'm like 130, 140. I need to put on pounds.
Yeah. We're like the polar opposites. You need to put on weight, and I need to take off weight.
I'm trying, okay, but my body's not cooperating. Anyway, should we,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just... Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Did y'all see how dark and dry and just out of date tank me? This fella right here, he is... I don't know how he's still... I don't know how he's still with us. How are you... Could you imagine what that room smells like? Could you imagine what that room smells like after he makes a bathtub biscuit?
Probably spoiled cow guts.
Spoiled meat and bed bugs.
Dude, did you know the scene in the original Day of the Dead when they pulled the asshole military guy apart and he says, "Joe God"?
Yeah.
Did you know that apparently those were actual guts that were in a freezer, and apparently the power went out, so they were so stank. So not only was the character in misery, the guy also so was the actor, because he had to deal with that smell up close.
Him and the actors who played the zombies.
Yeah, I feel bad for all of them.
And
because
I feel bad for the zombie actors because they had to be under all that makeup.
I feel bad because, well, the guy who played Rhodes, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Maybe he was an asshole in that movie, but he was actually a really nice guy in real life. But I sadly never. He's one Romero character I sadly never got to meet because I think he passed away in like 2012, 2013.
I couldn't tell you.
Well. I know I say this a lot, but if a character in a show is a huge fucking asshole, there's a good chance they're actually a really nice person in real life.
Oh yeah, more often than not. It's just easier to play villains for most actors.
Like back in 2019 when I met James Rolfe, He has like that personality, like a temper, but he was a down to earth, really nice guy when I met him. Like I was surprised, and he didn't blame me for being surprised. If you ever get the chance to meet James Rawl, I highly recommend it. I mean, maybe the Angry Video Game Nerd show is just old at this point, but James is actually a really cool guy.
Oh, I'm sure he is. It's just that it's just a show that I've outgrown.
I still watch it, but it's not for everybody.
All right.
And I've been watching him since 2009, unsupervised. That's how my shopping was on the internet, mostly unsupervised. But also, stop saying I look like a young version of him. I just don't see it. Maybe I have the personality, but I don't have the looks or the voice.
I never said that.
Oh, Lily has.
Ah.
She
Well.
says it feels like she's watching my show and not James, and it's like, how dare you insult the legendary James Rolfe with that shit? Just bruh. But if there ever
Anyways.
was like, yeah, let's just move on before I keep rambling.
Yeah.
Like, it's extra salty, y'all. That's just my sweat, bub. Yeah, that's just it. That's just my sweat. I like to rub it on top. And then, just to make it a little saltier, I rub my tears in it. Yeah. Seeing this right here, this is what makes me want to wake up and choose the violence. You know what I'm talking about? This right here, man. Stuff like this. I don't understand why we do this. Okay? I do not know why. But it needs to stop. Okay? It needs to stop. I don't know how. You must got like a monthly subscription or prescription to Pepto-Bismols, because just watching you makes my belly hurt. Okay?
The reason that this exists is because we like looking at weird shit as a society. I don't know why, but we are fascinated by weirdness.
It's the bread and butter of your channel at this point.
Yeah, I need to start doing riff videos again, which I have a couple. I have a couple of clips bookmarked in my Twitter for potentially future riffings. I just want to get the Twilight Princess playthrough out of the way first.
And depending on how things go, we might be doing collabs revisiting the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah. Ideally speaking, I'd like to do those when we get a trailer for Zach Kreger's upcoming movie.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although, if I remember correctly, you did the brain fart, but you did the Resident Evil movie reviews like a year before Weapon of Raccoon City came out.
That's true. So probably about September of this year is when we could probably do those.
It's up to you, man.
Well,
If you want to wait till next.
Well, I mean, Zach Kreger's Resident Evil is set for September 2026, so why not?
That's up to you, man. But we'll see how things are around then.
Yeah. Until then,
And till what?
I was gonna say until then, and then just hit the spacebar and keep the video going.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if I told you this plan yet, but when you're watching the streams on your computer, do they sync up well sometime?
There's usually like a brief delay. I have it set on ultra low latency so I can keep up with the chat, so there isn't much of a delay and I can keep up with the chat easier.
I was about to say, because I'm not sure how, I don't know if I'll be able to like screen share on PS5, but if I can, I will. But I plan on, so you can keep up with me. And
Yeah.
I figure I can stream while playing. We can stream and talk about random things while playing games, and you can just keep an eye on what I'm playing for your watching the actual live stream on your computer.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I can't. That's a screen share.
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll worry about it when the time comes. But in the meantime, let's let Andrew finish his thoughts, shall we?
You making my belly hurt, my face hurt, all that. I don't like it. Cut it out. Get some help, bud. You gotta cut it out. It's gross. It's real gross. But y'all tell me, man, what is the grossest, nastiest thing that you have ever seen cooked or tasted? I gotta know. I want to know y'all's opinion. What is the grossest or nastiest thing that you have cooked, seen cooked, smelled, ate? What is yours? Because this right here for me it's up there. It's up there. It's past the Sinkaronis. Yeah. It's past the Sinkaronis. Bathtub meat trumps the Sinkaronis.
Kason, do you have one? Because I don't know if I can think of the nastiest thing I've ever seen or eaten.
I'm unsure if it's appropriate to say on stream, but let's just say I'm 90% sure at this point I'm pretty sure at this point my baby mama's vagina looks like bread that's been infested by mold for years.
Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it!
You still need to take that emotional damage and frickin' put it into a
I know.
compilation mug shots that I still gotta send them to you. I gotta
Yeah.
get the mug.
Chat, I want to know the nastiest thing you've ever seen or eaten.
I'm a little scared.
Yeah, if they even have the nerve to answer. We'll wait until then. This is yet another piece of chat music. So this one came about after it was announced that for the Harry Potter reboot series that is going to be running on Max, they made Snape black. Why, I have no idea, considering his description in the books repeatedly alludes to him being pale. And Alan Rickman is widely considered to be the best casting of the series.
Just so we're clear, Chris is not being racist. He's just, it's just
There's no reason
for a reason.
This was blatantly obvious casting to appeal to a very loud minority of upper class suburban white kids who don't watch or read who don't read Harry Potter, who don't read in general unless it's a Twitter post. Uh-oh, you just got... Hold up. Alright, for a second there it sounded like you were going out, but you're sounding fine now.
What did I say?
No, it's not what you said, it's just that for your response for a second there, it was like when Discord gets really, like, distant and echoey, but you're fine now.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure all I said was you'd be surprised by who, like, there's a lot of people out there who claim to be big fans of the Harry Potter books, but their reaction to these things shows that obviously fucking not. Because I had sisters who were obsessed with Harry Potter, and it led to me reading the actual books. And I remember pretty clearly Snape being described as paler than a paler than fucking Nosferatu.
And again, Alan Rickman is widely considered to be one of the best casting choices in adaptations, period. They had one job to do, and it was cast Adam Driver to play Snape. But no, they couldn't do that.
Still think Adam Driver would have been better for casting.
Oh yeah. I mean, he may not be British, but at least he would have. At least he fits that. He would have fit that mold.
I haven't seen him in anything since '65.
I mean, the rest of the show could probably suck, but I'd watch it just for Adam Driver's Snape.
Now, let's not forget John Lithgow's casting as Dumbledore.
Which is just weird. It just makes me think of how when Chris Columbus was doing the first Harry Potter movie, he explicitly wanted only British and Irish and Scottish actors. So much that he turned down Robin Williams, who auditioned for the role of Hagrid.
Now, see, I think that would have been good casting, honestly, but, you know.
It would have been a completely different dynamic from Robbie Coltrane, but it probably would have worked.
Well, we'll never know now.
Unfortunately, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
They actually race swapped Snape to be black. You know, a character that's vividly described in having sallow skin, a long crooked nose, and black greasy hair.
Can't wait for him to tell Voldemort I can't breathe. 13% of the wizards are casting 70% of the spells. You're a victim, Harry Hagrid. That ain't Snape, it's Snoop. Abracadizzle, not bizzle, Snoop Snape. We was wizards and shy and Harry break bread food.
We was wizards and shit.
Break bread, fool. God, I haven't seen this level of backlash since Lance Reddick's casting in a Netflix Resident Evil show.
They had the right actor to play Josh from RE5, and they completely fumbled that ball.
And nothing against Lance Reddick. Lance Reddick, awesome actor. He was in John Wick. He was in a lot of other shows.
He was in The Wire on HBO. He was in Adam Wingard's The Guest.
He was also in one of MonsterVerse films.
He was also in the video game Control from the studio behind Alan Wake and Max Payne.
Yeah. Been a while since I played that one. But back to earlier when I was saying, when John Lithgow was cast as Dumbledore, I still remember, all I can think about is how he played the Trinity Killer in Dexter, and all I could think about was the Dumbledore said calmly meme, and just John Lithgow saying, "Shut up, cunt." like, shut up, cunt, Dumbledore said calmly. and a mutual friend of ours said something about a character he would explicitly say that to, and I can't remember which one it was.
Oof.
Probably Hermione.
Yeah?
Because, don't get me wrong, I love Hermione, but those first couple of movies, she was freaking annoying.
You're saying it's wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Shut up, cunt.
I wish I had the clip of Asmongold saying "Shut up, bitch."
Mark my words. There's a clip somewhere. There's clip somewhere of someone editing Leviosa, not Leviosa, and just cutting John Lithgow saying, "Shut up, cunt." Okay, that's enough C-bombs for now. Let's move on.
Gives a new meaning to Half-Blood Prince. Tom Riddle writes the word ginger with Harry's wand, and the letters start to rearrange.
Bruh.
Ginger with Harry's wand, and the
And the letters start.
Exposed.
That's the most awkward game of Scrabble ever.
Exposed.
Especially when you're the only white guy in the hood.
Letters start to rearrange. Severus Snape, Severus Snoop Dogg. Snape should hold his wand sideways. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Clock.
I mean, there is that one video where they edited out where they took footage from Philosopher's Stone. Actually, no, they took the entire movie, the entirety of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and they replaced all the wands with guns.
The fuck?
Yes. I
Harry
wish
Potter and the First Amendment.
That's the Second Amendment.
Oh.
I wish I could show it on stream, but I don't want to risk it being copyright struck by Warner Brothers, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, especially since it's been about 10 years and I still can't play Arkham Knight on PS4 or PS5 without trying to record and it says, "Hey, this scene is blocked." And it's like, fuck you, Warner Brothers. It's been 10 years. We know that Jason Todd is the Arkham Knight. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, if you don't know Jason Todd is Arkham Knight by this point, that's on par with not knowing Anakin is Luke's father. It's just, what rock have you been living under?
It's been 45 years. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back is 45 years old this year.
Yeah. Strangely, I don't feel old, because I wasn't born then. I was born the year Jurassic Park came out. The movie, not the book.
I was born the year Roland Emmerich's Godzilla came out. And
I mean,
I also think What Dreams May Come.
I mean, there are worse years to be. I'm sure people are born in years that worse movies came out.
My partner was born in 2001. And we have a romantic history going back about 8 years.
Yeah, but what would you consider the worst movie to come out the same year she was born?
Definitely the Planet of the Apes remake.
Ooh. I actually saw that. My dad actually took me to see that in the theater when it came out.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
Damn dirty human.
Wait, what?
I said, damn dirty human.
And I think I was going to say, remember the PS1 game, which borrowed elements from both the remake and the original, because I guess the remake kept getting pushed back and they had some makeup shit as they went?
I've only seen still frames from it. I haven't played it, and I haven't seen any actual footage from it. I should have played it. I had thought about playing it when the new one came out last year, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, you should watch the AVGN video on it. It's actually hysterical.
Noted.
Like one of the good recent episodes. I still can't get over, that ain't Snape, it's Snoop.
I mean, that tells you all you need to know. And it puts the fact that George Potter it puts George Potter bullying Snape into a completely different context.
Even though, wasn't Severus Snape supposed to be looking out for Harry?
I believe so, yeah. It's been a very long time since I've watched any of the movies.
Yeah, because doesn't Snape die giving his life for Harry?
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, because maybe he was an asshole at the beginning, but he proved to actually care about Harry. Like a silent guardian, you know?
Yeah. I still say Alan Rickman will never be topped.
Never.
Oh, no.
Especially since he's bought and everything he's in. Remember when he played the mayor in Sweeney Todd? I
haven't seen Sweeney Todd.
Oh, well, I think it's based off a musical. It has Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter. Basically, he kills the rich and makes them into meat pies.
I know of it, and I knew Johnny Depp was in it. I just haven't seen it. I do remember when he played the voice of God in Kevin Smith's Dogma.
Who?
He played the Metatron, the voice of God, in the movie Dogma, the Kevin Smith movie Dogma.
See, whenever someone says Dogma, I think of Dragon's Dogma and how it came with that very awful Resident Evil 6 demo.
No, this was one of Kevin Smith's Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Don't forget about the guy in Freddy vs. Jason who looks like a Wish brand Jason Mewes.
You had a lot of those in the 2000s.
Dude, that goalie was pissed. Best line in Freddy vs. Jason, hands down. Well, apart from the end where the girl cuts off his head saying, "Welcome to my world, bitch."
It's been a very long time since I've seen Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, that's one movie we should definitely think about collaborating reviewing at some point.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel about covering the Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th film, considering you're more of a Halloween fan.
Yeah.
Then again, we could always go back and you can always go back and do Halloween 2 and the rest of the sequels, because you only really did ones for Halloween 1, Halloween 2018, and the others were just discussion videos we did for kills and ends.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I know.
You're slacking. You're slack.
No, I'm just focusing on gaming.
That's fair. I mean, I still have to finish my Dexter reviews, so yeah, I don't have a lot of room to talk.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's.
And the philosopher's Glock. You dare use my own fentanyl against me, Potter. Make her money black so mud blood hits harder. Can't wait for Harry to be super suspicious of the one black professor. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince of Bel-Air. You dare use my own race card against me, Potter. They made the black man teach dark arts.
That is a good point. They did not think that through at all.
Well, sorry, buddy, you're probably getting fired now. and that would probably be considered racist too.
Look up idiot. Look up idiot.
Yeah, they really did not think that one through.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find? Picture me? No.
Just
the definition of the word idiot, which you fucking are.
Just, oh my god, dude.
They really did not think that one through at all.
Well, it's Warner Brothers. Look at the past 2 or 3 years of Warner Brothers. What were you expecting?
Yeah, more like look at the last decade of Warner Brothers.
Actually, a little worried about Last of Us Season 2.
I don't give an ounce of a shit about The Last of Us Season 2. Because I didn't bother watching the first season.
First season was great, but that's just me.
That would require me to watch a show based on The Last of Us.
I remember one time I asked Lily how she think it would have been like if The Walking Dead was an HBO show instead of AMC show. She said it'd basically be the same, but with a lot more sex scenes.
I mean, The Last of Us is just an interactive season of The Walking Dead anyway, and not even one of the good seasons. We're talking like the Scott Gimple seasons.
Yeah, I plan on redoing those because YouTube decided to take down my Xbox playthroughs of the first 3 Walking Dead seasons, so I plan on buying the definitive series and just redoing it that way. Because, then I won't have to worry about waiting hours for the video to actually go onto the frickin' YouTube.
Right.
And now I can actually start the upload from the PlayStation 5 and just work around Wildlands Premiere in the YouTube Studio app on my phone. Because it'll show the upload process over there. But I still can't get over how, literally, they did not think that through. Like, the black actor teaching dark arts, they did not... It's like that one meme where the stormtrooper at the convention takes off his helmet, and it's a black guy, and the guy goes, that's the real dark side. So I feel like that one was scripted.
It probably was.
And don't forget, Finn was black, but he was actually a likable character
for the first movie in that trilogy, and then they just wasted him on being this very loud, obnoxious comic relief character.
And I realized what I just said might sound a little bit racist. That was not my intention. But what pisses me off is that in episode 9, let's just say they show very early on that he's definitely force sensitive, but they completely waste making him another Jedi in this series.
Well, yeah, because that would take away from Rey, and Kathleen Kennedy can't have that.
Yeah, what's the term? Mary Sue or something?
Yep.
I'm still a little concerned that for Resident Evil 9, you're gonna do the same shit. Like, just bring back Wesker somehow.
Yeah, I'm not in the habit of speculating on that kind of stuff because I think it's just kind of pointless.
Oh, I was joking.
Right.
But I still need to drill into my head that Chris doesn't like speculation.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, let's continue.
The half-Bronx Prince, racist Swampius is an unforgivable curse.
Racist Obvious is an unforgivable curse.
You see,
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. Because we both saw the comment.
Yeah.
Alright, this next one is Atozi's latest update in the cavalcade of country that is Johnny Somali, aka Ramsey Khalid Ismail.
The fuck kind of name is that?
Who recently had his court date in South Korea. And it did not go over well, as you can tell by the title.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, because Johnny Somali had his court day in South Korea recently, and as you can tell from the title, it did not go over well.
Well, what do you think was going to happen? He's trying to say they're corrupt, but it's like, nobody, you just need to stop being a freaking douchebag and quit taunting people, random people, because remember that one IRL streamer who decided to try pranking the wrong person and got shot as a result, and the guy didn't face any charges, really?
Yeah, which I mean, that was a public service, in my opinion.
And what does the guy do when he recovers? Goes right back to doing it.
You went full retard, man. Never go
Wait,
full
what?
retard.
I was just using the full retard clip from Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, that's fitting. You see, whenever I go back and watch the later streams, the thing will pop up on the screen. But whenever I'm screen sharing, I guess it keeps a lot of things private. It's like, I know my friend is not hiding anything inappropriate in his computer, so I don't know why it's hiding the menu from me.
Yeah, I don't either. But
like I said, I can still hear the clips.
Yeah.
So that'll have to do. And I'm also going to say this once. I might be stupid, but I'm not going to enter a situation and taunt somebody or someone or something where it's going to end with me shot or dead.
And you and I are certainly not stupid enough to go and speed run any percent to the fuck around and to the find out portion of fuck around and find out in a foreign country.
Amen. Whether it be Korea, Japan, Mexico, Europe, we're not gonna fucking taunt anybody or spread misinformation.
I mean, you wouldn't catch me doing IRL streams anyway, because that's just being a public nuisance.
At least if you did it, you wouldn't be a public nuisance.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, period.
Well, you wouldn't be the kind who would bug people, is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's all your asexual nature.
And my desire to not be the center of attention at all times.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel happy being acknowledged, but I don't want to be center of attention in anything.
Yeah. So.
Because I was raised right. We both were raised right. So.
Yeah. But, as a Tozy is about to highlight, we're about to highlight somebody who most definitely was not.
Definitely didn't have a father figure, and that's not a racist joke. It's just an analysis of Johnny Somali's character.
Yeah, or as Decoy Voice likes to call it, fatherless behavior.
Why is that sounding most of my exes?
Ooh.
Emotional damage clip later.
Emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage.
Plastic. All right, but let's
get started.
dive back into the chronicle.
You see, that subtitle right there is where pretty much the most hated live stream in the world made one of the worst decisions of his life by decided to getting belligerently drunk, throwing noodles around, and then cussing out an elderly store employee. This basically kickstarted his downfall here in Korea because it was after that incident that things started to crumble together for him.
And this caused a ripple effect that put enough negative attention on his behavior that he got the attention of the Korean government. And now with all the official charges placed on him, he's now facing over a decade in Korean prison. So today, we're going to head over to his trial. So over the past few years, this streamer has built a small career off of going to countries that have a reputation of being extremely polite, taking advantage of this and harassing people for his own content. And not too long after he started doing this, he ended up in jail in Japan for a little bit over 3 months while he was awaiting his trial. Eventually, he only ended up receiving a fine and a slap on the wrist, and he chose to double down on the style of content. So he then went to Israel, but unfortunately for him, he was attacked multiple times, had a lot of interactions with the police, and ended up fleeing the country before something happened.
I still can't get enough of that image.
He was attacked multiple times, had a lot of interactions with the police, and ended up fleeing the country.
I cannot get enough of that image.
Just fucking around and finding out.
He's like 5'2". And they just scoop him up and carry his ass away.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is absolute cinema.
I was hoping that he was about to get jumped by the cops.
I mean, they would be doing a general favor to a favor to the general public.
Too bad police don't really carry clubs anymore. There's a joke about police officers changing a light bulb, but I'm gonna refrain from using it here.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Country before something happened to him. This is where he decided to go to Korea and try this format that he did in Japan over here. And unfortunately, he did this for a while until he flew just a little bit too close to the sun.
So essentially, he was streaming exactly from right here.
And obviously, that upset a lot of people, including the Korean government. And naturally, he's his own worst enemy because he films and live streams everything that he does. So all the Korean officials have to do is just sit and go through all of his live streams, which they all have saved, and essentially say, oh, well, you did this, you did this, you did this, we can charge you for this, this, and this. And when those charges can drop, that can be whenever. In theory, they can just keep on opening more and more cases against him based on his past content. And under no circumstances can Johnny leave the country until all of his cases are finished, all of his time is served, and all of his fines are paid. But for some reason, up until now, Johnny thought he was going to get away easily. But as you can see, I flew out to Korea to go to the trial and report right back to you guys exactly how things went down.
Imagine being so universally reviled that not one, not two, but 3 YouTubers fly all the fuck way out to another country just to watch you make a retard of yourself in court. Because I know, because this was a Tozy. Sorry?
I said, who are the other two who went to Korea?
Well, aside from a Tozy, there's another guy who goes by Legal Mindset. And there was a third. His name escapes me, but it was this guy, Legal Mindset, and a Tozy all went out to Seoul to go to Johnny Somali's trial.
That's just okay.
You done messed up. You done messed up, AA Ron.
It's Aaron. You done messed up. You done messed up. What's another name that can be mispronounced like that?
I don't know. That's like legit the only Key and Peele quote that I know. I just felt like using it.
Fair. Funny shit. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. I had to turn my light on because it's getting a little dark in Cape Girardeau right now.
Yeah.
So it's now a couple days before the trial, and he's now been hit with yet another charge of obstruction of business. Dude is essentially collecting charges like he's Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. Now, he's sitting there with a grand total of about 2 charges for obstruction of business and 2 misdemeanor charges.
The most ironic thing about all this is I feel like I'm actually taking Johnny's trial more seriously than him when it's his freedom that's on the line. I dragged my jet-lagged self out to the trial 2 hours before it started because I wanted to be there at a minimum an hour early so I could guarantee myself a seat in the Saal. Saal is Norwegian. To guarantee myself a seat in the courtroom. But this dude decided to go live drunk at 3 in the morning and live stream for like 3 hours when he had to be in the court by like 8:50. And here, in his own fashion, he started trash talking the Korean government and accidentally leaked that he had more charges coming his way.
Oh, my guy.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find? Picture me? No! The definition of the word idiot,
My
which
guy.
you fucking are.
my guy, my friend, my pal, my confidant, my brother in Christ, don't shit on my plate and tell me it's a brownie. Emulation, perfect.
This is stupid! This is stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid,
That's just, And I'm sorry, but look at a Tozy's face in that pause screen. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy, but that's an oops, I shit myself face. No, that's my expression throughout the entirety of Godzilla vs. Kong back in 2021. I mean, trying to hold it in, because I'm not pissing or shitting and missing anything.
Right.
Then again, there was when my dad took me to see the Peter Jackson's King Kong. At one point in the film, there was like a 4 or 5 minute intermission where apparently they stopped the movie for a few minutes so everyone could go use the bathroom if they had to.
Right.
And thank God for that, because if I would have sat for that entire movie as a 7-year-old, trying not to pee myself or keep it in, I'm sorry, my bladder probably would have burst.
Yeah. They had an intermission for the Peter Jackson King Kong movie?
Well, at least that specific theater did.
Okay. I was going to say, because I remember going to see Avatar Way of the Water, and that's like 3 hours and 15 minutes or whatever, and they did not have an intermission at my theater.
Yeah, just, I don't know. But, I just yawned. I'm tired, but I gotta keep going. I was just gonna say that 3-hour movies, I'm not really a big fan of, in the theater at least. Like, if I'm gonna watch a 3-hour movie, I prefer it be like on home video or whatever.
Right.
Because then I can actually pause it when I have to get up and take a shit.
That's why I usually get it all out before the movie starts.
Yeah, just don't eat a bunch of tacos beforehand, because all that cheese, bro. Good God.
Yeah.
Literally for lunch today, or I guess it was late enough I could call it dinner, I had 8 tacos, 8 soft tacos from Taco Bell.
Dude.
8 of them. I didn't even take a break. I ate all of them in one sitting.
Yeesh.
And my stomach is cussing me out as we speak.
Nah.
And I guarantee you, in an hour or two, when I have to get up and take a shit, I'm literally going to be like John Panette when they fed him a bunch of cheese, and it's like, I'm counting Bierstein, Metamucil, and you're giving me more cheese. I'd like to go to the bathroom this millennium, motherfucker. Just, I don't want any more cheese.
Anyways.
Yeah, wait, what did you say?
All I said was anyways.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something softly before that, but I guess you were just laughing.
Yeah.
Like my son calls me a silly goose.
He's right.
My 5-year-old son is smarter than me. Let that sink in. But it's okay. I still love him. But anyway, let's move on.
Korean government and accidentally leaked that he had more charges coming his way.
National Intelligence Security Charge. National Intelligence Security Charge. Does anybody know what the that means? They say the National Intelligence Service is gonna come get me. Tell them, come find me. I ain't scared of them.
Probably because you were blasting the North Korean national anthem on a South Korean subway train and saying "Hail Kim Jong-un" or whatever the fuck. Telling Kim Jong-un to nuke South Korea.
Wait, that guy's still alive?
Nukes.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un's still alive somehow.
Yeah, let's not get political.
Yeah.
How is this guy playing his cards in the dumbest way possible every single time? I mean, like, it's like every decision he makes is going to make everything infinitely worse for himself. He just does not want to be a free man. But as many of you guys know, he's been running around promoting North Korea in his streams. On the metro station by blasting the national anthem and by blasting various speeches by Kim Jong-un. And then he's been running around, preaching positivity about North Korea while he's been streaming. And if you know anything about North Korea and South Korea, you would know that's an unwise thing to do. It's like he's actively making his life harder on purpose for himself. And that wasn't the only charge. He also accidentally leaked that he was getting a charge that was infinitely worse while using a racial slur to the prosecutors and judge.
Yeah, they writing this thing. Language.
And this is where things get interesting because
Of course they're writing it in language. You're in a foreign country. They're not legally required to give you English language paperwork. That's on your lawyer to provide you with an interpreter. That's not on the court to provide you with English language paperwork. At least I would assume not.
See, I can read Japanese and I can also read Korean. But it's like, don't go to a foreign country if you're not going to learn their language because I can't. Huh?
Then what's the point?
Yeah, it's like, and I thought you paused it so I could read it, and it's like, I can't fucking read that. It's too fucking blurry.
Yeah, fair enough. How's that look?
Okay, now I can read it. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, the 666 is concerning at the top of the paper there. Then again, this guy literally is a literal fucking demon.
Yeah.
That's how I see all IRL streamers. Come at me, bro. No, don't come at me. I don't want to fight. But if I'm reading this correctly, yeah, that's like that's either a list of charges or that's either a list of charges or some sort of court order thing sent to him.
It's an additional charge. As a Tozy, because I've seen Legal Mindset did a video on this, and he had a guy who is fluent in Korean interpret the paperwork. It's an additional charge that neither he nor his lawyer knew anything about until the judge read it out loud in court. You good?
No, I'm dying. Give me a second. This has got to be how Chris or Sheva feels when they need to be resuscitated in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
All those fucking tacos, dude. Good God.
Yeah.
I love tacos, but I don't think I'm eating them for a while.
Fair enough.
Just. But I guarantee if that paper was in Japanese, I'd be able to read it a lot easier because I'm more fluent in Japanese than I am Korean. But I know enough Korean, I'd say.
Fair enough. Well, I'm sure. Well, Atozy, I have no doubt, will further outline what is on that paper.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And this is where things get interesting because it shows how the prosecutors are playing against him. Because this is a way more serious charge, and it's a completely separate case. Meaning, if he pleads guilty to the smaller charges, they can then charge him in this case as a repeat offender, meaning they'll be going way harder on him with the sentencing. So keep that in mind for later, but apparently he just doesn't care because he just announced that no matter what, he's just gonna stream and make money even though he legally cannot.
I don't give a... these people lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. If these lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. I don't give a... Send that...
Legally, you can't because you're not in South Korea on a work visa.
He literally can't do shit to get out of this.
Yeah, he should not be streaming. I mean, he's banned off of pretty much everything apart from maybe Rumble, and here he's streaming on a relatively unknown site called Party.
Yeah, but the most well-known ones that people use are Twitch and Kick.
Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and he's banned from all three of those sites.
Kick literally kicked him off.
Quite so.
Yeah, remember when Jack Doherty threw a hissy fit because he got banned off Kick after crashing his McLaren on stream?
Yeah. And then, for some odd reason, the ban was lifted after 3 months.
All you gotta do is look at his viewership on his YouTube videos to know that his channel is crumbling as we speak.
Oh.
Like, I've seen videos from, 2 or 3 weeks ago that only have, 100, between 70 to 80,000 views. But he's sitting at 15 million subscribers.
Yeah, well, most of those subs are bots.
I get the feeling some of my subscribers are bots, but at this point I really don't care.
I apologize if the stream just stuttered, folks. OBS decided to shit itself again.
What?
That's alright. It's alright, it's fixed now.
I was about to say, what did I say?
You didn't say anything.
Yeah, all I said was, I'm pretty sure some of my subscribers are bots. I really don't care anymore at this point. But I'm pretty sure I have enough where I can go live from PlayStation 5 when I get it. Because I literally have 217 subs now. And when I started doing the gameplay videos, I only had 15. How much? You think I'll hit 300 by the end of the year?
If you keep at it, if you keep making content, probably.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make content again until I get my PS5. Because don't forget, I'm hoping that when we do the streams on my channel, because there were a few times you told people to subscribe to me and I didn't get any new subscribers, and it's like, maybe if you're on my channel, they'll come over to mine.
Who knows?
Not that I care about subscribers, but I'm hoping that at some point maybe I can get up to 100K somehow. Get up to 100K and put it on a wall and say, and you said I'd be nothing, Mom, for coming out with false allegations about me.
Probably.
Because you remember back in late 2023 when I was having issues with a certain girl I used to be friends with, and let's just say that when you did your What You're Thankful For video and you roasted all those towns in Illinois, you took a 44 Magnum to that community for me. Like how you took a 44 Magnum to the Resident Evil community, and you're welcome to Raccoon City review.
Right.
And it's something about swamp donkeys dancing together erotically to the point it looks like they're walkers about to storm Alexandria.
Pretty much.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
To the prosecutor, my live stream donators, they gonna get it rich and oiled. Because they feel bad that I've been locked here. Snitching. Johnny Somali is making money. Yeah, don't lock me in the country, Korean corrupt ass government. If the government don't want me to work, I'm not working, I'm streaming.
You are a professional streamer that is working, which you are not on a work visa, so you should not be live streaming. You fucknut.
What's that thing George Takei once said? Oh yeah, you are made of stupid, Johnny Somali.
Yeah. Actually, let me find that full on. Here it is.
You are made of stupid.
And I'm sorry, but if Johnny Somali gets out of Korea somehow, and he makes his way to, I guarantee you, he's probably going to make his way over to Mexico and call out the cartels, and it's going to end with blood.
I don't think Korea's letting him off the hook nearly as easily as Japan did.
But can you see him doing some stupid shit like that, taunting the cartel?
Oh, he wouldn't go to Mexico. He wants to go to countries where he wants to go to countries where the people are perceived as nice, so that he can fuck with them with very little in the way of tangible consequences. That's why he did this in Japan. That's why he's doing this in Korea. He wouldn't do this shit in China. He wouldn't do this shit in Saudi Arabia or Mexico. Because he knows he'd get fucking killed over there.
He'd probably be beheaded.
I don't even want to think about what fucked up shit the cartels would do to him.
It's why you don't taunt the cartels, man. I mean, I certainly never fucking would, because, well, maybe we're in the United States, but you never fucking know, dude. I would never fucking do any stupid shit like that.
No, that's Trump's job.
Yeah, like I said, let's not get political.
Fair enough.
Two different things.
But like I said earlier, I might be stupid, but I'm not stupid enough to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because why would I? But anyway, we can move on.
Yeah.
I could be at Home Depot or selling my... That's working. Shut the...
All of this is just so incredibly self-inflicted. Maybe people would have a little bit of sympathy for him if he didn't spend the last 2 years harassing strangers in public for profit. Dude is literally just traveling to be a burden to other people's societies as a career. And he's admitted that's how he makes his money. So this is his occupation. And clearly, he doesn't care about anyone except for himself, and he will just do anything to make money. And he's admitted that himself.
I just don't get it, bro. Like, you're gonna come up to me, bro, why are you being other people in other countries? Why are you bullying people in other countries? For money, like, for clout. I've said it many times.
But if he cared so much about himself, I'm surprised he did this before showing up to court.
Well, not only is he selfish, he's also completely fucking retarded.
Hey man, don't talk about me that way. Well, I'm not selfish.
Hey pal.
It could be the dead middle of winter, and if I saw a homeless person freezing, I give him my jacket right then and there, and I don't give a fuck if I freeze to death.
Hey pal. You just blowing from stupid town?
That's still my reaction to every person listed in the list of TikTokers who decide to taunt the cartels. Like, or the two guys, or one of the redneck guys, redneck fish from SpongeBob movie, where they go, they're dead. Just, why are there so many stupid influencers here, and it seems like there's a stupid influencer in every country, dude.
Well, unfortunately, most of them are being produced in America.
That's just a certified what the fuck moment.
Ugh.
Wait, what did I just say?
It's a certified what the fuck moment.
Yeah. But when a Tozy goes black and white, you know it's about to get serious.
Right.
Because wouldn't he want freedom? Because on his stream, knowing he had court in just a few hours, he drank until he vomited all over the place.
I'm giving you all the first viral moment tonight. Oh my god, I threw up everything. Y'all wanna see this? Oh my god!
And obviously, yeah, that happened just a few hours before he was supposed to meet up for court. So, naturally, he overslept. But before he ended the stream, he also announced that he was going to live stream during the trial.
The trial is live tomorrow, and I will be live streaming the trial.
You know, while he's at it, what's another felony for him?
Which you legally cannot do, by the way. Period, point blank, end of story. You legally they do not allow recording equipment of any kind in the courtroom unless it's the court that's doing the documenting themselves. And not every courtroom does that.
So Tozy, he still went to the trial, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He and Legal Mindset just weren't allowed to record video inside the actual courthouse. Well, inside the trial room for Johnny's trial. They were allowed to go out into the foyer or the lobby and record a summary of what happened, but obviously they were not permitted to. Obviously, they wouldn't have been permitted to shoot video inside the actual trial.
Fair enough.
Because you can't do that. You literally cannot do that. It's flat out against the law. It's against the law. I assume it's against the law in Korea. It's most definitely against the law here in the States.
Well, Korea has a lot more restrictions, I feel, than the United States does.
They do. I mean, porn is banned in Korea.
Huh?
Porn is banned in Korea.
Both parts.
And AI deepfakes are banned in Korea.
Both parts. Wait, what?
All I said was that porn and deepfakes are banned in Korea.
And I said if it was both parts.
I assume both parts of Korea. I mean, in North Korea, you're pretty much beholden to the whim of the government. South Korea has less restrictions on what you can do and what you can say, but they're more free than North Korea. But at the same time, you know, they do have their fair share of restrictions.
I mean, that's fair. I'd still rather go to South Korea than North Korea.
Yeah, which, I mean, I don't think you're allowed to go into North Korea anyway, apart from under special privileges. And neither one of us is Dennis Rodman.
Did you hear about the guy? Who went to North Korea and actually stole a propaganda poster?
I think I did. It's been a while, but I think I did.
Yeah, I don't think he survived to tell the tale.
Pretty sure he didn't. Either that or he's still in prison.
Well, he went to North Korea and stole something out of an office. What do you think was going to happen?
Exactly.
All right. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
It's Friday morning. We're now heading to the Johnny Smalley lawsuit, which is definitely going to be very interesting because I feel like it's going to go one of what 3 ways. It's like either he gets a complete slap on the wrist and he's like, all right, get out of here. 2, they want to go somewhere in the middle of the road where they give him some punishment, but also don't want him here for too long. Or 3, the judge just really drops the hammer down on him and he serves quite a while here. And I feel like the second option is the most likely outcome, but also, who knows? Because I don't know how judges normally handle cases here. First time in Seoul, got Hans with me. He's editor of the channel, one of the editors. Him alongside Daniel. Unfortunately, Daniel was sick, so he couldn't come out to Korea. But me and Hans are holding down the fort. I'm actually shocked right now. So we just found out that Johnny's been streaming all night, and he's incredibly drunk. And apparently he's been doing, like, text-to-speech donation shots, and his chat, of course, got him incredibly drunk before his papers. Or not before his papers, before his trial. And the reason I mentioned papers is because apparently he showed his papers on stream, and apparently he's been indicted for some crazier crimes than what we even thought.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting day, to put it lightly.
If he doesn't show up, what happens? They will put it off for a month. Okay. In his case, in this very special case, he might be detained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's made such a stink that they might feel that he's a risk, so they'll probably arrest him. Potentially. That'll be funny.
Apparently another Korean streamer threw a brick through a window here.
Oh, the window. He broke the window over there.
Wow.
This other Korean streamer. Yeah. Young man.
So what's the prediction of how long Johnny's going to get, you guys think?
What do we predict his sentence?
Yeah.
3 to 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And he'll be held here in Korea for that.
In prison.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
He'll go to the foreign prison, which is not fun. He'll have lots of Chinese friends there to keep him company, and he's been making fun of China as well, so that'll go over brilliantly.
Yeah.
It's hard to find out that being in an Asian prison is not.
It doesn't help when you have multiple charges stacked against you.
No.
This is great here. So it'll be a
And just to reiterate, he was over an hour late to his trial because of his drunk streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, shit.
I'm amazed that they held it in for that long.
That's just the bra moment in itself, for real.
I'm Johnny's gonna get you.
What was that? I just heard in the background.
That's just a certified bra moment in itself.
No, you said something and then I heard something else.
Hang on.
Maybe it was your TV or whatever.
Hang on, you'll have to give me a second. This thing's having a frickin' seizure.
It's alright.
Yeah, I think it was the TV. As I'm casually going back on my TV, making sure I didn't just say something stupid.
Fair enough.
Huh?
I said fair enough.
Because, I get paranoid.
Unfortunately.
I'm working on it. When I get my meds refilled tomorrow, hopefully that I'll be a bit better about it. Because, let's just say when I was running low on my anti-anxiety medication, I'm supposed to take it twice a day, but I've only been taking it once a day because I've been trying to conserve it, because I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to get it refilled. And my body has been doing an involuntary detox. That's just that's another certified bro moment itself. And it's like, I need to learn to chill the fuck out because, well, the things that I think are happening are not happening.
Yeah.
But let's not make this a TED Talk or a therapy session. I want to see where this is going.
With that, deeper with that. All cases, basically. I guess the big question is, will he show up? Right.
He's wasted at the moment. So.
We've been covering him for what, like a year and a half, and every video I make on him, I'm like, how is this possible? How is he finding a new low? And even today, he found a new low, or tonight. He was rambling about the judge.
He was rambling about the judge. He was rambling about everything. He showed the document that he's legally not allowed to show that you have a picture of, which shows that he's basically, the police have sent the crimes charges
to the prosecutor in the Eastern District.
Okay, so he shouldn't
charge
that.
Yeah,
I know, not confirmed. Not confirmed. It's at the prosecutors, but there's a very high chance that they will indict.
Yeah.
And maybe they have indicted. We don't know yet, but we will find out.
So could that add more charges for him as well?
No, he can show that. I mean, thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty to the other charges that they had, which was obstruction of business, carrying a rotting fish and threatening people with it in public, working on the train and that kind of thing.
Right. The dapper gentleman who was in the recap I did after the stream, he did a court summary where essentially he wrote down everything that happened during the courtroom. So here we have Johnny Smalley court case March 7th, 2025, first hearing. 9:50, courtroom doors open. 9:51. Courtroom layout and observations. Atosi begins to make a courtroom sketch. Just in case you were wondering, this is my courtroom sketch here.
What the heck is that?
That is a very realistic courtroom sketch you made there, Tozy.
Hey, they couldn't take pictures or videos inside, so they had to work with what they got.
Very.
Wait, what did I just?
Very realistic and lifelike.
And I think all I said was they couldn't do pictures or videos of the inside, so they had to improvise.
Yeah, they were. He was working with what he had.
And he didn't want to break any rules, so already a better person than Johnny Somali.
So this is exactly what the courtroom looked like from the podium where we were sitting. So you have the judge in the center there, the Korean flag behind him. You have the prosecution on one side and then the defense on the other side. And as you can see, Johnny's stanced up in a very oversized white suit. And then obviously in the middle there, you had the interpreters, because there was no witnesses that was called to this case yet. Hearings begin. 10:09, Ramzi Khalid Ismail is called to the stand. His lawyer informs the judge that he is attempting to contact him. The entire court waits. The judge appears mildly irritated. 10:11, delay confirmed. The lawyer finally makes contact with Ramzi and informs the court that he will arrive 15 minutes late. At 11, Johnny Somali is absent. Johnny has still not appeared in court. Given that he was drinking all night, it is possible that he is still intoxicated. His lawyer appears to be attempting to sober him up. 11:09. Ramzi arrives. The courtroom informed Ramzi that he is on his way up the stairs. The judge and prosecution appeared mildly irritated. 11:11. Ramzi enters the courtroom looking very rough. He is wearing an ill-fitted gray suit that is too large for him and a red MAGA cap. As he enters, he smirks at Atosi and me. He then notices Legal Mindset, who is slightly in his blind spot. Seeing Legal Mindset, he grins foolishly and sticks his tongue out at him. Hank follows closely behind. In an attempt to appear confident, Ramzi fails to follow courtroom protocol. He is told to remove his hat, which he does. However, while smirking at Legal Mindset, he absent-mindedly puts it back on. The court officer immediately instructs him to remove it again. He then attempts to sit in the interpreter's seat and is told to move. So he originally went to the center, but obviously he can't be there, so he had to go to the defense side. After a brief moment of confusion, he finds his lawyer and sits beside him. He once again glances at Legal Mindset, smirks, and sticks out his tongue. The judge and prosecution observe everything. In the audience,
all of this right in front of the judge and the prosecutor. You are not helping your case any, you fucking donut.
He pretends not to know his address because he does not speak Korean. The judge informs him that he may speak in English and simply state the numbers. It is evident the judge understands and likely speaks fluent English. Rams and just what the fuck?
I think I know exactly
Ramsey
what the judge just want, and I love how he notes the judge appears mildly irritated. Believe me, they're far more than just mildly irritated. In fact, I think I know. I think I have the right George Carlin clip ready for what they would like to say to Ramsey.
Fuck you, I'm tired of your shit.
Was that fuck you, I'm tired of your shit?
Yes.
I love that clip.
Moving on.
How I feel about these idiot influencers.
Oh, yeah.
In front of us, a white male journalist sits on the left-hand side of the courtroom, all of them rapidly taking notes on their laptops. Ramsey is instructed to stand for the judge. His demeanor is disrespectful and irreverent. The judge asks for his occupation, to which he falsely claims to be a student. The judge raises an eyebrow, but does not otherwise react. When asked to confirm his address, Ramsey suddenly adopts a confused and helpless foreigner persona. He pretends to not know his address because he does not speak Korean. The judge informs him that he may speak English and simply state the numbers. It is evident that the judge understands and likely speaks English. The judge asks for his nationality, to which he promptly responds the United States of America. Ramsey stands sloppily in his oversized suit, hands in his pockets while speaking to the judge. Oh, and also just to add more context, so Ramsey is speaking to a translator who is then talking to the judge in Korean. But as stated, it seemed very clear the judge fully understood Ramsey. And then obviously to add more context, if it's not clear, Ramsey is Johnny Somali. 11:15, judge issues a warning. The judge warns Ramsey that failure to attend future hearings could result in a harsh sentence in his absence. 11:16, charges were read by the prosecution.
Oh, and by the way, having your hands in your pockets during this procedure is considered a big no-no. It's considered massively disrespectful to the court.
He's just trying to get another charge against him, isn't he?
He's been on his streams begging Donald Trump to extradite him to get him out of this, and it's like, Trump, number one, can't help you, because if you're tied up in a legal battle overseas, and number two, he's got bigger fish to fry by staving off World War fucking III.
You know what to say, politicians don't give a shit about you, bro.
Yeah, Trump has way more important things to worry about than some dipshit streamer who decided to speedrun any percent to the latter half of Fuck Around and Find Out.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier. Johnny Somali's definitely the type. If he actually would, he's definitely the type to go to Mexico and challenge the cartel. Even though it's gonna, we both know how that shit's gonna end.
Yeah.
Let's just be thankful we're not stupid enough to do shit the way he does it.
Correct.
But hang on. Let's see the charges brought up against him.
The prosecution reads out the 3 charges against Ramsey. 1. Disruption of business. Ramsey entered a 7-Eleven and began drinking alcohol, which is illegal in Korea. When the elderly shop owner asked him to stop, he became verbally abusive. He threw ramen inside the store and continued drinking anyway. He played loud music, danced drunkenly, and harassed customers as they entered. His actions caused financial harm to the business and emotional distress to the owner. The prosecutor's language mirrors the strict legal vocabulary used in the previous drug dealer's case that we witnessed before Ramsey's case, emphasizing the social damage that Ramsey's actions caused. 2. Public harassment with a rotting fish. Ramsey carried a rotting fish in a plastic bag and harassed people. When passengers asked him to remove the fish from the bus, he ignored them. He randomly approached pedestrians with a rotting fish, disturbing social order and making people feel unsafe. Upon hearing about the rotting fish, the judge slightly tilts his head and reviews the charges, seemingly in disbelief. However, he remains stone-faced and does not comment. And then the 3rd charge is lewd conduct on public transportation. Ramsey was accused of sexually suggestive dancing and playing loud music on the bus and in train. He was specifically accused, in quote, of twerking, which is considered deviant in Korea.
I'm not doing it. Oh, yeah. No, this was a statue Johnny twerked on.
And that's apparently the first time the word twerking has ever been used in a court case in Korea.
my lord.
Yeah, let's go back and read that list of charges again, shall we?
Disruption of business. The 7-Eleven incident.
When the elderly shop owner asked him to stop, he became verbally abusive. Go frickin' figure. He threw ramen inside the store and continued drinking anyway. Well, that's a waste of good ramen, you fuck. He played loud music, danced drunkenly, and harassed customers as they entered. Why does that sound like certain people I know back home in Iliopolis? Except, I'm pretty sure none of them have the balls to do this shit in Korea. I thought I saw the peak of stupid when we covered Jack Doherty and Madison Russo, but no, this right here is the peak of fucking stupid. Okay? I don't know if it's the stupidity causing me physical pain right now, or if it's the 8 Taco Bell tacos that I had today. But either way, I am not happy right now.
Probably a combination of both.
I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack, dude. I'm not kidding.
Yeesh. His action caused financial harm. Well, yeah, because he was literally driving customers away. He's one of those guys who his existence just drives down the property value of whatever location he's in.
Right. Well, what was the last thing I said? Ow.
You were talking about how this is making you so pissed off. You couldn't tell if you can't tell if it's from you being pissed off from Mr. Johnny Somali here, or if it's the tacos that you ate that's boiling up inside you.
8 Taco Bell tacos. What the? Just because I had $20 doesn't mean I had to splurge it on tacos I like. At the very least, I could have eaten 4 for lunch, 4 for dinner, but no, I ate all 8 of them in one sitting. And I don't know if you heard me mention, but I felt like I was about to have a heart attack, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh. But, alright. His actions caused financial harm to the business and emotional distress to the owner. Yeah, emotional distress is something you can't sue over. I wonder if it's the same way in Korea.
Let me go to the next one. Oh, a little too far. Public harassment with a rotting fish. When he was carrying a rotting fish in a little plastic shopping bag around and harassing the general public with it. I also love how it says the judge, upon hearing about the rotting fish, the judge slightly tilts his head and reviews the charges, seemingly in disbelief. However, he remains stone-faced and does not comment. That judge must be a very good poker player.
Oh god, that's just awesome, dude.
Yeah, that judge must be killing. He must crush it at poker.
Oh Jesus.
Ooh.
Shall we
keep going? Yeah, and then charge 3, the lewd conduct, him twerking on a bus and a train, which is considered sexual deviancy in Korea.
That's just... I'm still not over the rotting fish thing.
Yeah. And of course, lest we forget the him slathering himself and comfort women statues in baby oil.
What in the name of P. Diddy is that shit?
Right?
Like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, I'm sorry, if you're going to carry rotting fish in the bag and want everything to smell like a fish, you might just, dude, come back to America, go to my ex's house, pick her up, and then go back. Okay?
That's disturbing.
Too far? Hey, I'm stupid, but like I said, at least I don't go to countries and taunt people.
Anyways,
I'm sorry, but I wish Johnny Somali would go to Mexico just so we can fuck around and find out with the cartels. Because, well, at that point, if he does that and they get him and they let him live, that's the only way he'll learn not to fuck with people.
Right.
And why does every time we pause at Tozy's face, he looks like he's trying not to shit himself, or he looks like he let out a ripe fart? And what is that in the background? Is that a statue?
Yeah, that's one of the statues that he. Here, and Tozy explained.
Deviant in Korea.
I'm not doing it. Oh, yeah. This was a statue Johnny twerked on.
And that's apparently the first time the word twerking has ever been used in a court case in Korea. 1118, the unexpected fourth charge. The judge asks Ramsey if he's received the letter of the fourth charge. Both Ramsey and his lawyer appeared confused. The lawyer receives a new charge and reviews it. Then the judge asks the defense how they wish to plead. Ramsey's lawyer states that he pleads guilty to all charges except for the new charge, which they have not yet reviewed. The judge asks how much time the defense requires. The lawyer requests 3 weeks to review the new charge. The judge then grants the request, and then the hearing of the fourth charge is scheduled for April 9th, 2025. Ramsey no longer smiles and appears very concerned. 1120. Judge's final word. The judge sternly warns Ramsey to not be late for the next hearing. The judge looks mildly annoyed, which in Korean culture indicates that he is actually very annoyed. 1122. Court adjourns. We stand and exit the courtroom, leaving Ramsey behind. After the hearing, a journalist asked Ramsey why he wore a MAGA cap and kept putting it back on. Ramsey responded, "Because I can do whatever I want. Korea is a..."
Hang on. I love it says, the judge looks mildly annoyed, which in Korean culture indicates that he is actually very annoyed.
Yes.
Just, what the hell, man?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Just, oh my god, man. We stand and exit the courtroom, leaving Ramsey behind. After the hearing, a journalist asked Ramsey why he wore the MAGA cap and kept putting it back on. Because I can do whatever I want. Korea is a vassal state of America. What the?
No, it is not. I don't know where you got that idea from.
Okay, let's face it. I'm a smartass, and my father is also a smartass, but we're not involved in anything illegal, and we're not ever going to be stooping down to this level of low. Because, I mean, he's literally getting humbled. Johnny Somali is literally getting humbled in court, and he's still acting like an entitled douchebag.
Yeah, he's, actually, no, I'll just let Brandon Herrera say it.
Well, sir, can I be, well, maybe not the first person to tell you, but definitely somewhere in that list, that you're a fucking idiot.
Again, Johnny Somali, go to Mexico and fuck around and find out.
Yeah. He won't,
But
because he's not that...
won't.
He's retarded, but he's not on that level.
That, and he's also a huge fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Surprised he doesn't walk around with security like Jack, like whack Cowardy does.
Well, he doesn't have Jack Doherty's money.
Gee, I wonder why.
Anyways.
Also, I'm a little nervous about the next one, which is Weirdo Stream Sniper.
Oh, dude. You are not ready for that one, trust me.
Yeah, because after we finish this one, and we can probably get through some of Weirdo Stream Sniper before I gotta get off.
Yeah. Let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Vassal state of America. Again, that is a quote from him. His freedom is in Korea's hands right now. Why he's acting like this now, I don't know. But also, I have no idea why he's done 99% of the stuff that we've been covering him doing. But after the trial, we went and had lunch and discussed the trial.
First trial case for him.
Very fascinating. Apparently he pled guilty to the first set of charges, and he now has another court date and a separate trial, or a separate case.
Can you do a quick run through about the fish thing? Or like, so what happens?
So basically, he got on the public transport with a rotten fish.
Yeah, I'm aware of the story, but what did the judge say about all that?
They indicted him for it because it's disturbance of business, and the public transport here is technically a private company. Like, it's half government owned, but it's still a private company. So it's still obstruction of business, and he was harassing people with the fish randomly in the street for no reason. They said specifically he was approaching people for no reason and harassing them with a rotten fish.
Okay.
So it's kind of, it goes into harassment and also the obstruction of business. Yeah. Because public transport, people felt unsafe, they said.
So that counted as an obstruction of business as well, not only just minor charges? That was a minor charges or a misdemeanor. Yeah. And then the second minor charges was him on the subway twerking.
Playing loud music. Playing loud music and disrupting people, making them feel unsafe on public transport.
What did the judge say or react to any of that? Did he give anything?
He just kind of basically didn't show much response. He was just noting down what the charges were. And as Johnny was walking in making faces, the judge noticed that he was making faces. So it's probably not going to count in his favor.
Right. Tried to wear the hat as well, didn't he?
Yeah, tried to wear a hat.
Yeah, tried to wear the Trump hat. I can't wear my hat.
The fact that they made him pick it up twice was hilarious.
Oh man.
And he wore a very badly fitting suit.
That's hate. It's all a
suit.
Yeah, so Johnny has been staying with his Korean butt buddy Hank, and I think we can make a safe assumption as to how he's paying his way for staying with Hank, because he can't earn jack shit off his streams.
I don't think he's made a single dollar.
Yeah, so you'd probably make a safe assumption as to how he's paying for his rent at Hank's place.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll just play the clip again.
Just right.
So, and the suit that the suit that Johnny was wearing to his trial more than likely was Hank's, because Hank is taller than Johnny and is stockier than Johnny. So it looked like a kid wearing his brother's hand-me-downs. I don't know if Atosi's ever going to show a photo of it, but I know Legal Mindset has shown pictures of it on his own channel. Johnny legit looked like the kid brother wearing his big brother's hand-me-downs in the suit.
Growing up in America.
It was like a
part of America.
Do what?
I said that's basically growing up in America, but at the very least in a rural part of America where you live on a limited income and you have no choice but to wear your brother's hand-me-downs.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. He could be a younger brother wearing your older sister's hand-me-down. I could not be able to do. I have an older brother, but I didn't really grow up with him, so I never really experienced hand-me-downs. But there were a few of my sister's shirts that were boyish enough that I had to wear when I got older.
I was the middle child. I was the middle child with two sisters, and I never. You wouldn't get me wearing Raimi's hand-me-downs.
Wait, so are you? So it's just you, Raimi, and Jenna, right?
Correct. Raimi's my oldest sister, and then Jenna's my youngest, and I'm right dead smack in the middle.
I'd say I was the middle child, but technically I'm not. Well, in terms of my father's side, he had my sister, then me, and then with someone else, he had my half sister as his final kid. But I was like 18, 19 years ago, and I didn't know she existed till like 8 years ago. But technically, on my dad's side, I am the middle child. But on my mom's side, I'm the last child. If that makes sense.
Kinda.
Because after my mom had me, she got her tubes tied. So this entire time, I thought I was never going to be a big brother, but turns out I was. And honestly, I was a little happy to hear it. But this isn't about me. This is about the trials. So let's move on.
It was embarrassing. After lunch, I ended up trying to live stream multiple times, but couldn't get a decent internet connection, so we ended up going to a Starbucks to where I could actually stream. And that's how we got this VOD, which is still up on my channel. And remember what I said about him pleading guilty? Well, that's exactly what happened, because, he showed up drunk and pled guilty to 3 of those charges. Which means, no matter what, he's going to become a convicted criminal in Korea because he just pleaded guilty. So he's now banned from Korea when they finally let him leave here after he served all of his time and paid all of his fines. And in future cases against him, he'll be tried as a repeat offender, meaning he'll be getting a way harsher sentence. And in these future cases, it seems like these charges are way harsher. But somehow, after all of that, he still thinks that he's not even going to spend any jail time in Korea and he's going to be a free man soon. And not only that, he also admitted to showing up drunk and not caring about his case on a live stream. After all that,
they're claiming that I came in and I was blindsided by the fact that I had a new charge and was sitting in the wrong place and was nervous. This was a breeze, and the only reason I'm ready to start going live again, because honestly I have no fear. That's really, these people are clout chasing off my name so badly, because from Pakistan saying I arrived late and hungover. Okay, they're not lying about that part. I'll give you that.
Oh my god, no.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Bruh. Just what the hell, man?
That's all I can say.
Literally.
This is like the year of damage control, of trying and failing to damage control, and we're only 3 months in. Between this guy and Andrew Tate going on every conservative podcast, well, quote unquote conservative podcast that'll host him, where he's trying to, where he's lying brazenly about the status of his case and the charges against him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, Tate, bro, you now have an open investigation against you from Florida. And they don't fuck around with human trafficking cases in Florida. They have the death penalty for pedophiles in Florida.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, base DeSantis.
Let's also not forget that Andrew Tate is a worthless groomer.
Yeah.
Because remember, he literally admitted to one of his girls being with him for 6 years and she was 21. Meaning she's been around since she was 15.
Yep. The guy literally outlined his entire business model on any podcast that would host him for the better part of a year. Taught a video course for $8,000 a pop, the ins and outs of manipulating women into becoming your cam girls and using them to catfish desperate, lonely men out of their life savings. All the charges against me are false. The status of your celebrity status is false. Your father's CIA credentials are false.
Yeah.
Wait,
who's?
He's been trying to he's written a lot of so he comes up with this weird fan fiction about his father who walked out on him and his siblings and his mother when he was 9, and he still hasn't gotten over it and still hasn't figured out that his father was a deadbeat piece of shit who decided playing chess was more important than raising your fucking kids.
And you already know I don't respect anybody. You already know I don't respect anybody who abandons their kid.
Yeah, and one of Tate's many fan fictions that he wrote about his deadbeat piece of shit father was that he's a CIA agent. It's like,
no, I don't think so.
No, he was a fucking deadbeat. If he wasn't a deadbeat, he would have stayed behind and raised you and your waterhead brother.
I mean, his brother's not any better either.
No, his brother has openly bragged on camera about how he loves taking teenage girls' virginities.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's just fucked.
Now I'm the one going on a tangent.
Wait, what?
I said now I'm the one going on a tangent.
Like the clown laugh. Huh? Basically, insert Call of Duty Zombies clown laugh here.
You just blame it on the tism.
Hey, you got a rhythm with the tism.
Exactly. Moving on.
Oh, God.
I was late to the court by like an hour. I was hungover. I'm gonna be honest about that. But it wasn't really that big of a deal. It wasn't really that big of a deal. You know, I showed up drunk. I showed up happy. But they got me for spilling a cup of noodles. They got me for carrying a stinky fish. They got me for some, bro. This, you can't go to jail for that in any country. I know for a fact I'm not gonna go to jail. Not one day in jail, but I have the footage of me and Hank leaving the court laughing our asses off. Bro, we're not taking this serious.
Dude, do you not care about your freedom anymore? I mean, unfortunately for him, this was likely his last conversation with his lawyer.
We got good and bad news. Good news, we got your payment, buddy. Bad news, they gave you life. Sayonara.
Except he's using a public defender, so I mean, you get what you pay for. He's not paying them anything.
Yeah, at this point, Johnny Smiley keeps humbling himself. Huh?
This guy is on a level of stupidity that I cannot fathom, because in order to be able to process it, I would have to intentionally lower my IQ to a level adjacent to his, and I don't want to get my head that close to my ass crack. It's like John Wayne said, life is hard, and it's even harder if you're stupid.
Huh?
It's like John Wayne said, life is hard, and it's harder if you're stupid.
It's like I said, the same thing I said about the people who decided to hunt the cartel. Not me.
You know what's funny is literally as we're doing this, Literally, as we're reacting to this video, Atozi just posted a new video called Disrespectful IRL Streamer in Denial. He destroyed his life. We'll have to save that one for next week's stream.
Yeah, I'll probably join in the comments, but I probably won't join in the actual stream itself.
Oh, that's fine.
Because Chris likes to go solo once every couple weeks.
Yeah, every so often. Trying to work on my improv skills, I guess.
Yeah, we, at some point in future stream, like I said last night, we gotta look at that video by Sunny V2 of the influencers who decided it would be a good idea to taunt the cartels, even though we both know it's not a good idea.
No, it's anything but.
So it is satisfying to see them get karma in some cases. It's like, I understand, well actually no, I don't understand the need for, let's just say some of them were cases of it's like what Charlie said about Madison Russo, like an undiagnosed case of terminal clout disease. Well, some of those cases were definitely terminal.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is there anything on the planet more worthless than internet clout? Raul Julia's bison dollars from the 1994 Street Fighter movie have more value than internet clout.
Of course.
I guess you didn't see that, did you?
Come on, man, that was clever and you know it. I use the "of course" clip on the daily.
I think I actually have that saved in my. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Of course.
Underrated movie.
I watch that movie. I try to watch that movie at least once a year just for Raul Julia, because he's perfect in it.
Same with the first couple Mortal Kombat films.
I only watched the first one, the Paul W.S. Anderson one. Annihilation can go fuck its mother.
Nah, I didn't think Annihilation was that bad. Just not as good as the first one. It's just me.
Fair enough. I mean, if you like it, you like it. I personally really do not like it.
And you already know, let's slide with you.
Yeah. There are elements of the 2021 movie I like. Whoever decided that we needed a completely new original character to lead the story and not Liu Kang should have been laughed out of the fucking boardroom at Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Just like whoever decided that Carl Urban was the guy to cast for Johnny Cage and not Scott Adkins or The Miz should have been laughed out of the fucking boardroom.
Yeah, the sequel to that movie should be out October this year.
Yeah, that's the current release date they're going with. I'm tepid about it because, like I said, there are things about the 2021 movie I like, but the movie as a whole is just not that good. And I don't buy Carl Urban being Johnny Cage. I'm pretty sure the only reason he was cast as Johnny Cage is because of The Boys.
You said The Boys?
Yeah, which I never made it past the first episode. I watched the first episode of The Boys and I was just like, I really don't fucking care.
I've only seen clips and bits and pieces of it, like the one where Homelander makes the girl jump off the roof, and also when Billy Butcher, or whatever Carl Urban's character's name is, says, well, if it isn't the invisible cunt.
Yeah. That's the only line I remember from that first episode. And it's just like I haven't bothered to watch Invincible because it's like, ooh, superheroes, but edgy. And I'm just like, I don't know which corner of Reddit you found your writers for this shit, but you need to. But it would greatly benefit the entertainment industry as a whole if you blacklisted them post haste.
Yeah, that just makes me think about. All I know is that line from Carl Urban led to some pretty fire memes, like when it said when a Facebook post has 12 comments, but you open it and only see 3. well, if it isn't the invisible cunts.
That's my reaction to the Gray Fox boss fight in Metal Gear Solid.
Or when that one demon in Onimusha 1 turns invisible when you're trying to fight it. Dude, that's something else I gotta replay through when I get my PS5. I want to redo Onimusha.
Yeah.
Like the first game, especially since we're finally getting a new Onimusha game next year.
Yeah, alongside, didn't they just announce the remaster for Onimusha 2?
Yeah, and hopefully this year they're also going to be giving us an Onimusha 3 remaster.
We'll see.
They should have done it 6 years ago, in my opinion. What they should have done was put the first 3 onto a physical disc like they did with Devil May Cry. But did they? No.
What they need to do is remake Mega Man Legends and Breath of Fire in the RE engine.
Yeah, I think the new Onimusha is in the RE engine.
That wouldn't surprise me, because that seems to be Capcom's. That seems to be Capcom's proprietary engine now. I mean, they used it. Outside of Resident Evil, they used it for Devil May Cry 5, and didn't they? I think they used it for Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna use it for. If they make more Mega Man games, they're probably gonna use it for. They're probably gonna use it for Mega Man for sure. But what baffles me is I'm surprised they haven't done it by now, considering in Devil May Cry 5, there's literally a Devil Bus, like that arm weapon for Nero. It's a direct reference to Mega Man's arm cannon.
I don't know. Unless Capcom is adopting the Nintendo approach of, hey, we've got all these, and now Sony apparently, of, hey, we have all these really cool IPs. Now enjoy a bunch of pointless references to them in a game that's supposed to have all these IPs come together, but we're just not doing jack shit with on their own. Nintendo with Star Fox, with fucking Ice Climbers and Excite Bike, and oh god, what's another? Earthbound and Kid Icarus. Sony with literally anything that came out before the PS4, and even literally any first-party IP that they put out before Uncharted and The Last of Us. It's like, hey, let's do Astrobot. Here's a game that's going to have all these references to our past PlayStation titles, but fuck you if you want to actually play like new versions of those games. Enjoy some reheated leftovers of Days Gone and The Last of Us, which, by the way, The Last of Us is overrated as fuck.
Boy, literally. Just literally.
Yeah, just.
Wait, what did I say?
Literally.
Emotional, damn it! 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 Emotional.
Fucking deal with it. The Last of Us is not. That is not the pinnacle of narrative of blending narrative and game design. It is not. It is an interactive season of the Scott Gimple era of The Walking Dead. Period, point blank. Fucking end of story.
Yeah, wasn't it Dirty, let's see, Filthy Frank who went on about how nobody gives a shit?
Oh, you mean, hold on, let me find because I've got that one. I still have that one too. Here it is.
This might be hard to believe, but are you aware that nobody gives a shit?
But now, I'm getting all worked up, and we've got this and at least one Charlie video to get through.
Yeah, let's finish this off and start the next one.
And this charge, which is way more serious, is apparently the creation and distribution of the deepfake video of himself making out with another Korean female streamer, which is a massive charge in Korea because that's extremely illegal. And from that charge alone, if he's unlucky enough, that could be another decade in prison. And I mean, just by looking at how he's treating this case, it's not like he's playing his cards right to get any sympathy from the judge. I'm in disbelief, honestly. Why would you willingly just absolutely destroy your life and freedom to live stream for like 40 people? But as we mentioned earlier, there was another journalist who was there who asked him the question where he said that he was wearing the MAGA hat because Korea is a vassal state of America. That's his words, absolutely not mine. And he's saying this right after the US announced they were looking into dropping tariffs on South Korea. So again, optics-wise, that is a terrible decision to make. I guess his Hail Mary is he's thinking Trump's gonna come save him because he's wearing that hat. Wake up call. That's not gonna happen, buddy. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to see what happens. Either way, it really does not look like it's going to go well for him. Everyone I've talked to have estimated anywhere from 3 to 5 years as a realistic term for this case. Then we have all the future things that could happen. So who knows how much time he'll actually end up getting. If this video gets 100,000 likes, I will fly out and go to a future case again. Obviously, if you're new here, welcome to my channel and feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see some extra behind the scenes vlogs of this trip, feel free to become a member of this channel, and of course then that would help fund future travels for my videos. But other than that, I hope I see you guys in the next video. Alright, so after recording this video, I found out Johnny just released a response to our video talking about the trial. So I'll release a response to that shortly.
Garfield likes lasagna. I like...
And I'll have that video featured on the stream next week.
Yeah.
But here we have now I've already seen this video. Kason, be prepared for yet another shining example of why I will never do IRL streams, because this is just a clusterfuck of what the fuck.
Sounds like my life.
As life in general.
Yeah.
Garfield likes lasagna. Garfield likes lasagna. I like to make fun of weirdos. Big whoop. What, you want to sue me for that? What's the charge? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Point is, I keep my finger on the pulse of wackos and weenies, and I like to shoot spitballs at them. And today, there was a pretty dangerous weirdo that stream sniped a group that was doing some IRL content in the hopes that he would get one of their numbers, and when faced with rejection, he blew a gasket, had a conniption, and it got ballistic quick. So let's go ahead and start with the genesis here, where we were first introduced to this homunculus. It was in the middle of an IRL stream with Senna, Valky, Ray, and Imiru, and then this very interesting gentle sir approached them.
Oh, I think 3 years. And I came at like 6 in the morning.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Is that Emily? Is that?
No way. Yo, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's get a picture. Wait, but can I ask you a question? It starts innocently enough. He approaches the group as if he just wandered across them by happenstance and says, "Can I get a picture?" And he seems, well behaved. Nothing too concerning here at all. There was nothing he was doing in the beginning that was cause for alarm. But this was just the calm before the storm, the fart before the shit.
This is Cinna. Hello.
I don't know why when he said that I just pictured the Cinema Snob's review of the movie Violent Shit. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently I got the title wrong. Apparently this is actually Violent Shit Part 1. So this is like the liquid that leads up to the bulk of the log." Which is a fairly accurate summary of what's about to occur. Sorry if it's suddenly, you suddenly hear like a whirring, like a machinery whirring in the background. My dog picked now to barge into my room, and I have the air conditioner running because it got up to 80 in Cape Girardeau today.
Yeah, well, try living in South Carolina, buddy. It gets a lot hotter here.
Oh, I can imagine. Especially because it's a coastal state.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just go back to the Midwest at this point because like it's too hot for this shit. I'm just gonna say it.
Well, you've got in one state you have risk of hurricanes, and in the other state you have risk of tornadoes. So
I'm fucked either way.
Exactly.
I was waiting for it.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
My name's Russell.
Hi, nice to meet you.
That's like when you had that clip. Like when you had that clip from Deadwood that went, which like a blowjob while I talked to you. No, I wasn't offering personally. I need. That's exactly how I see Chris Hansen talking to these creeps that those incidents you've covered on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And let's also not forget that I still want to do my own take on that. My own take on that video.
Yeah. If I can stop forgetting about it, about sending you the clip.
It's literally no rush, man. Like I said, I'm probably not doing content again until I get my PS5 anyway, but I can do it at some point after that.
Right.
I'll just make sure. Well, I'll make sure not to remind you too much. But around the time it's getting closer to it, and I'll let you know, like, hey, can you get those clips? I'm probably gonna do it next week or so.
Yeah.
But it's no rush. But anyway, is the guy in the gray hoodie the one we're focused on right now?
Yes. He is the homunculus in question.
Homunculus?
Yeah, the homunculus.
Rosie, nice to meet you.
Okay, then.
Nice to meet you. Russell. Russell.
She can take a pic.
Oh, we can't because we have a.
We actually we're on a time.
What's up you
Yeah,
gotta
we're on
do?
a time limit.
There's
So.
no time frame.
Did you want to
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Excuse us.
Sorry.
Okay, so.
Do we get a photo?
Yeah.
He shakes all of their hands, and then he just kind of posts up there. He just slabs up, standing there menacingly doing nothing. And Rosie reminds him, like, hey, picture? You know, that's the whole reason you stopped us in the first place. And he's like, oh, right, yeah, that's what I was doing. Picture, yeah, of course.
Why do they say rhyme?
Because his name's Russell.
Did you call me Russell?
No, his name is Russell.
Oh!
She's had a long week.
I am running on like 3 hours of sleep. Please forgive me. My brain is actually like lagged.
Alright, fuck. Let's take a picture.
We've all been there.
Fuck it, let's get one, Rosie.
Yeah. Rosie too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice, Russell.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good night. Oh, he's so sweet.
Russell's a nice guy.
This was their first encounter with the raid boss Rizlord, and you can see that they didn't get the heebie-jeebies or anything. They even walked away saying, Russell is a nice guy. He said his name was Russell, so they were saying he was nice. But they couldn't have known how poorly that statement would age. It's kind of like Jar Jar Binks, where you thought he was just an innocent, goofy thing, but it turns out was actually a Sith Lord the entire time. So, after they met him here...
Listen in the first place, he's like, oh,
Jar Jar Binks is not a Sith Lord. I don't buy that. I don't buy that fan theory for a hot minute.
I don't buy it either. It's just
Unless it's been officially confirmed by George Lucas, it's just fanfic. Yes, I said George Lucas.
Yeah. I'm not complaining. We're talking about the guy who sold Star Wars to Disney after all.
Yeah.
I just don't get. I just don't get these kinds of streamers, dude. Because like, there's literally other ways to be a presence on the internet. Being a douche IRL streamer is not one of them.
Yeah, I don't like. I think I said this earlier. I don't like the idea of streaming while you're out and about. To me, that just seems like it would be really boring to watch. I don't understand why anybody watches IRL streaming, but that's just me. I'm sure there's more than a few people who'd be like, well, I don't understand why anybody would watch reaction streaming. And fair enough.
Why never catch us doing IRL streaming?
Yeah, I mean, IRL streaming is just not for me. It's not for me as a viewer, and it's not for me as somebody who does streams.
Really, the one for just you have to ruin the last part by me. Okay.
It's like IRL streaming is not. It's not for me as a viewer, and it's not for me as a streamer in general.
Yeah, at least our streams are actually entertaining.
Yeah, I don't see the appeal of just following people around as they go on about their business.
It's literally stalker behavior.
That's what you're inviting, especially if you're attractive. Especially if you're an attractive woman, which all three of the ladies featured in this video are.
Yeah, but you're not gonna see me falling around women.
That's just creepy.
That's just, in the words of James Rolfe, that's just some freaky deaky shit.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
That's even more freaky deaky shit than the Margaret Baker boss in Resident Evil 7.
I got my fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky.
Hey, you'd react the same way too if you think you're just having an average Resident Evil boss fight, but then all of a sudden this woman comes out with a freaking beehive vagina. I'm like, screw you, Capcom. I'm still not over that.
Yeah, that will never not be disturbing.
And it's like, ooh, it's my ex-mother-in-law. Run! Like, just imagine being the poor soul that's dating Zoe. And then going to dinner for the first time, and next thing you know, you're strapped to a chair while they're feeding whatever the fuck they were feeding Ethan.
If I recall correctly, that was the whole point of that scene was they were trying to speed up the process of the mold taking over Ethan's body.
Yeah, because isn't it revealed in like Resident Evil 8 that technically Ethan and Mia both died, but the ones that survived were actually mold clone?
Mia's still alive, but Ethan has in fact been dead since 7.
I was about to say, because I'm pretty sure in Resident Evil 8 you're playing as an Ethan clone.
Well, it's not that he's a clone. It's just that Ethan did die and they infected him with the mold, but the infection process never really, like, it wasn't completed before. They were supposed to complete the process at the dinner table scene, but because he rejected that smorgasbord of body parts in front of him, the infection wasn't able to completely take hold of him.
As much as I hate to make the comparison, kind of like Alice with the T-virus.
Well, the T-virus just apparently just bonded with her. I guess it just naturally bonded with her because of her being a clone of James Marcus's daughter.
Yeah.
But just
Wait, what? Hello?
Yes?
I thought Discord shit itself.
No?
Wait, what happened?
No, nothing happened.
That's it, because I thought I was in full screen, then just cut out the call, and then I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Some time passes, and they eventually encounter him again, but this time, he's wearing different clothes.
Yes, please.
Oh God.
Oh God, yes, that is. Can I sing for a change? A change for the better, as you would say?
Okay.
And the change would be for her number.
Oh is right. Stomach churning anti-riz. Yuck. Ooh, that's rough stuff right there. He said, "Can I sing for a change? A change for the better, as you would say. A change for her number." Shakespeare just rolled over in his grave. That is poetic. Wow. What a way with words. I don't even know how you can cook up something so foul. It's just trash. Like, pardon me, miladies. I attend slightly above average sized penis university. I'm on the dean's list. May I interest you in my number?
I'd like it. Can I get your number?
Why does this... Every time I see a guy doing shit like that, I just assume he's a moderator for the Nice Guys subreddit.
Did you just say subreddit?
Yeah, he legit. That sounds like something you'd hear from an r/nice guys mod.
All I can say is if a person has to tell you how nice they are, they're probably not nice.
Like, I'm amazed he is not tipping a fedora to them right now.
Good lord. Something else we should cover on the channel at some point, we should definitely cover the downfall of Ellen.
Oh, that Sunny V2 video that just went up?
Well, I was also thinking about the It's Blanco video.
Oh, I'm not subscribed to It's Blanco, so...
Well, I think his Ellen video came out like months ago.
I think it was, Oh no, it was Internet Anarchist.
Yeah. His
Okay.
videos are actually entertaining.
Okay, I thought it was Sunny for... Because I know Sunny V2 has done a video on Ellen.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
I don't have a phone.
Wait, put your number in mine.
I don't know how to use a phone. I'm sorry.
Wait, so I'm gonna keep following her. I'm gonna keep following her.
Not another one. No! You're gonna have to get in line. There's too many stalkers.
That's not how you really riz.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's not the riz.
What an excellent way of handling rejection. I'm gonna keep following her. No doubt that will work. I'm sure pestering her to put her number in your phone is the optimal play there.
Get behind me.
Illustration of why you should always carry a gun, ladies. Then again, I assume I assume they're in California, like most, like a lot of YouTubers and streamers are. So they probably don't believe in firearms, in the benefits of owning a firearm.
Yeah. But that's. Yeah, you were right. I was not ready for this shit.
Yeah. Creepus
Shall
Maximus.
we, Wait, what?
Creepus Maximus.
Dude, that's another one of your best videos. When the guy they confronted a guy who was literally open about being a predator, and it's like, dude, you're telling on yourself more than Andrew Tate. Or excuse me, Scamdrew Taint. That also makes me think of your video about the spicy Italian sausage. And it's like, no thanks, Jared. You can put it away. We're not interested. What do you mean you thought it was a playground?
How's that 6-inch spicy Italian taste now, Jared?
Isn't he in prison?
I think he still is. He's either he still is, or he has since been released. I think he's, if I recall correctly, he actually still is in prison, because he didn't get a particularly. I mean, he got a long sentence, but
they can keep him.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, let's move on.
Oh my god.
Kendrick.
Are we getting churros?
Kendrick, add him to the list.
So the group is walking away from him. He apparently is in hot pursuit, and he is steaming. At first, it seemed like he tried to, like, play it off as not that big of a deal, and he, like, used stalking as somewhat of, like, a joke because he was laughing about it. But that fake laughter soon turned to real tears, real anger, and made a real dangerous situation where he threatened to kill them.
I think we're just gonna go.
Let's go. Oh, no, we're not. Hey, excuse me?
No!
Security?
Emily, no!
Hey, stop! Whoa!
It's fucking fine right now.
What?
Get away from
now.
Security!
He's harassing us.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Right now. I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now.
Security, please!
Security!
That's where the stream ended. They said that the police...
Closing the mental asylums was a mistake.
Yeah, there hasn't been a mental asylum in, like, decades, I don't think.
Like, I understand that there was a lot of abuse happening in a lot of the mental institutions, which is why they were shut down. but that doesn't change the fact that but it's like you could order like a complete overhaul of how those places are handled. You don't just shut them down. And you don't just let the crazies.
Wait, what?
And you don't just let the crazies roam around in public. Like, I'm assuming this dude was off his meds.
Dude, Johnny Somali is the one who needed meds.
Yeah, this guy definitely needs meds if he isn't already on them.
And if he is on them, then at this point it's safe to assume nothing can help him.
Yeah.
Like, literally nothing can help him. I hate to say it, but it's true.
It is.
It's like with Jack Doherty, and Brent Rivera and Sniper Wolf. They're never going to change their behavior. Wait, who all did I say?
Doherty, Sniper Wolf, and
Brent Rivera.
Brent Rivera. Okay, I blanked out on the other one.
Wait, did I say a fourth?
No, that was Brent Rivera was the name that I blanked out on.
Yeah, because he's one of the people, Penguin Zero. He's one of the people Charlie destroyed.
I remember that video.
Didn't he also destroy that chick named Sienna who literally sexually assaulted a passed out drunk guy?
If he has, I don't recall seeing that video, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah, because Tiana May has one of the worst apology videos in YouTube history.
Well, I'm gonna have to go look that up now. At least her getting blasted by Charlie.
Yeah, at least I'm pretty sure Charlie did a video. All I know is that Jack's video, the guy she assaulted, his video talking about his experience has a lot more views than her quote-unquote apology. So
we'll go figure.
Because like Miranda Sings and a lot of other female influencers, going out of her way to avoid taking accountability for her shitty actions. But we live in a time where men's well-being is not as respected as women's.
Sadly, very sadly.
You know, we're living in a society.
Oh wait, what was that in the background?
Hold on, I'll restart the clip.
You know, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
Yeah, you'll have to do it one more time.
Alright.
You know, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
Yeah. Third time's a charm, right?
I guess so.
Because that was like the third time you played that clip. Well, the third time you had to play because I'm freaking deaf apparently.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, shit happens. But let's move on and finish this off.
Had arrived and everyone was all right. There's a lot to unpack there. So the guy who just got rejected, he stayed on their tail like it was a fucking Assassin's Creed escort mission. And you can hear him arguing with someone saying, "I'll fight you right now." It continues to escalate to where he starts to like run at them or maybe like lunge at them like it's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare where he's like going after them now saying, "I'll kill you right now, I'll kill you right now." It sounds and seems like security was there stopping him from going after the group further. It's just a scary situation from top to bottom. All because Imiru didn't give this weirdo stranger her number. And he just freaked out, threatened to kill them, chased them, just deranged shit. And I've also seen, of course, I don't even know why I bothered to bring it up, but I was reading the conspiracies on this from the crowd that thinks it was all staged and fake, and they're trying to find this actor's backstage page. So that's been kind of a fun little rabbit hole to dive into. As a actor, I starred in the Hunger Games. I don't like to bring it up all that much. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 District 8 Hospital Helper. I can recognize acting when I see it. That dude is not acting. He needs to be institutionalized. That man is a fucking loose cannon. I've also seen some people turn this around on the streamers, saying that it's their fault. They brought it upon themselves. They were asking for it by not having security guards with them, like surrounded by bodyguards. A fascinating perspective to argue that they're to blame. Like, you were out at night. It's like covering yourself in meat and diving into the ocean. You think a man's not going to attack you if you're not surrounded by bodyguards? Are you out of your mind? Obviously this is going to happen. And it's like, well, it shouldn't. That doesn't excuse it. Like, it's not something that should be considered normal, that a dude's just gonna fucking threaten to kill them and like chase them around threatening to kill them if you don't give him your number.
Exactly. This should not. The fact that there are people who are willing to say it's on the streamers and not the wackadoodle who is trying to harm them.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh, brother. Just, oh, brother.
Yeah.
Troglodytes. No, I'm talking about something I just saw.
Do what?
Hello?
What was that?
I just said I was talking about something I saw, and that's, you know that movie that came out a few months back called Heretic?
The Hugh Grant one?
The one where the missionaries go to the house and it turns into a horror film for them?
Yeah, I vaguely remember the trailer, and I remember Hugh Grant being in it.
And I'm a Mormon, so I decided I wasn't gonna watch it, but I'm getting a pop-up on. I paused Max, and I got a pop-up saying that Heretic is now streaming exclusively on Max. I might watch it just for the hell of it, but I'm still recovering from watching Hellboy: The Crooked Man, so not a bad film, but it looks like a YouTube short film with a decent budget behind it.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we finish this off?
Yeah.
That's not something we should just be expecting and think is normal. Like, I understand in the streaming space, there's a lot of, like, huge streamers that when they do IRL content do travel with security. But it's not every IRL streamer that does, because when you're doing content like this, typically you're thinking about the content or, like, what you're going to do. You're just having fun with friends. You're not exactly thinking about, like, the potential maniac on the loose that's going to just fucking come out of nowhere and go hog wild if you don't give him your number. So, like, yes, I understand security has become much more normal for streamers when they're out in public, but it's not every streamer that has it, and I don't think by not having it, you should be blamed if something happens. Like, I think that is a crazy perspective to have, that it's their fault because they didn't have security. I don't agree with that take at all. Yeah, security obviously would have helped, and I imagine going forward, they probably won't go outside again on stream without, like, a whole fucking security unit, like the Justice League defending them or something, because this was, I imagine, a very stressful and scary situation to be in, because that guy could have had a weapon or something, right? But it's really ridiculous to blame them for this by not having a security team. I think that shit is so ass backwards. Anyway, though, no telling what happened after the stream went out. All we know is the police did arrive and everyone was safe. Don't know if they brought the dude in or what, but they said they were going to go live here today to kind of talk about what happened and all of that. So I guess we'll get more information then, but luckily everyone is safe, and yeah, this guy is a fucking dangerous weirdo loser. That's about it. So yeah.
I would hope he was arrested, but he probably wasn't.
He probably wasn't.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You'd be surprised how much power some of these streamers find themselves having, and it's kind of retarded.
I mean, this guy isn't even a streamer. He's just a stream sniper. He's just a stream stalker.
So, define stream sniper.
He's very clearly watching their streams to know where they are and where they're going, so that he knows to be there before they get there.
Well, that's just straight stalker behavior right there.
It is. He's very clearly a fan, and he very clearly wants to be a part of the show, or at least be with one of those girls, and that's not happening, dude.
Who's gonna tell him they're not interested?
Yeah, who's gonna tell him that the one he's the most interested in probably already has a boyfriend?
Emotional damage. That's just.
Yeah, spoiler alert for some of y'all. Your favorite female streamer that you've got the hots for more than likely already has a boyfriend or husband.
They just don't show up in the content.
Yeah, they're just doing their own thing.
I mean, I'd have Lily join us if she wasn't so damn shy about being on a live stream.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having her on.
One day, if I can actually freaking convince her. But she also has to wrangle the kids too.
That is, yeah, that's the big one there.
And sometimes I have to remind her, wrangle, don't strangle. But she would never do that to either of our kids. She drops a lot of F-bombs and she has a slight anger issue, but she never ever takes it out on any of the kids. Like it's like she's very maternal to my son, who is technically her stepson because she's not biologically his mother, but she's a better mother to him than my baby mama is. Like, there's a reason I had her legally adopt him. And she went along with it.
Yeah. When you said wrangle, not strangle, all I could think of was Dennis Leary's bit about raising his own kids, and he goes, I'm not spanking them. I find I don't have to spank them. I find that waving the gun around pretty much gets the same job done.
That's just awful. What about the one where he pulls the kid out of the stripper and he goes, I don't know what's going on. I'm only 6 and I have credit cards. What the fuck?
Oh, that was a bit about him talking about how his kids were getting into Hanson, the group from the 90s. And he goes, these kids are a giant rehab festival just waiting to happen, man. Especially the drummer. What's he, 6? Oh yeah, he's going down, mark my words. They're going to find him in a motel room with a hooker and an 8-ball. He's going to be all the way up inside the hooker's vagina, you know what I mean? They're going to have to pull him out. Come out of there! What are you doing? I don't know! I'm 6 and I have credit cards. What the fuck?
I still can't believe that's the guy who voices Diego in Ice Age.
Bop. Bop.
Wait, what?
Just bop. Bop, because that's their big big song.
Yeah, that one song.
Yeah, because Hanson, that's Hanson's big track. It's just bop.
Yeah, Chris, not Chris Hansen, different Hansen. Dennis Leary is actually in this new show. I forgot what it was called. I think it's called Going Dutch. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu and Disney Plus. I think. I think it's a decent show. Also, crazy how Dennis Leary is in his 60s.
He was also in the Sylvester Stallone Wesley Snipes movie Demolition Man.
What was that, like early 90s?
Yeah, his character is pretty much my spirit animal because he has this big scene, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't even scripted. I think it was just they just Dennis Leary was just working on a bit, and the director decided to just roll the camera and let him go. Where he goes, apparently I'm the enemy because I like to think, I like to read. I'm into freedom of speech and freedom of choice. I'm the kind of guy who likes to sit in a greasy spoon and say, should I order a nice T-bone steak or a jumbo rack of ribs with the side order of gravy fries? I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese. I want to smoke a Cuban cigar the size of Cincinnati in a non-smoking section. I want to run through the streets naked with grease dripping from my body, drinking a banana broccoli shake singing I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener because it's my right to do so.
That was 30 straight seconds of what the actual fuck.
Like I said, Dennis Leary's character in Demolition Man is my spirit animal.
I'm sorry, but that sounds like a rant Jennifer Carpenter would go on. Especially if you count the amount of times she says fuck all throughout the original run of Dexter. Like, I'm pretty sure she says the F word like at least hundreds of more times than anyone else in that show. Just like I think he is. I think at one point in time in season 3 she says fucking Jesus on a stick. And at one point she wakes up upon realizing the CI she was seeing spent the night. And she looks at her watch, she goes, cocksuck, motherfucker, you gotta get out of here.
Nice.
Jennifer Carpenter is something else, dude.
Yeah?
And this same confidential informant literally wrote her a song called Puta Flaca Mala, and she didn't realize when he started singing it that it literally translates to mean skinny bitch, or rough translation, mean skinny bitch.
Nice.
But she just shrugs and just starts vibing, dancing along to it. But I think the actor who played that guy was also in Arrow, David Ramsey.
I couldn't tell you.
You're not familiar with the Arrow cast?
Nope.
I'm trying to think. Which Amel was it who played Casey Jones?
Steven?
Yeah, I figured it was Steven, because the only role I've seen Robbie Amell in before Welcome to Raccoon City was when he played Fred Jones in Cartoon Network Scooby-Doo reboot movies.
I never even bothered watching them.
Not bad, but I prefer the original duology from the early to mid 2000s.
Yeah, I'll watch the Raja Gosnell ones.
Is that who directed the first two?
Yeah, he did both. He directed both those movies, and James Gunn wrote the scripts for both of them.
Makes sense. Trying to think. But, oh yeah, I was going to say that I can only see Matthew Lillard as live-action Shaggy. I just can't see anyone else as live-action Shaggy.
Well, after Casey Kasem retired from voicing Shaggy, apparently Matthew Lillard took over, and he's been voicing him in every animated Scooby-Doo venture since. I think with the exception of the 2020 movie Scoob.
I thought that was 2019, but okay.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard's been voicing Shaggy in pretty much everything since Casey Kasem retired. Rest in peace.
Wait, he died?
Yeah, he passed away years ago.
Meanwhile, Frank Welker is still kicking.
Yeah.
Also, I recently realized that in Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase, or Cyberspace, whatever it was called, you know, the one where they have to deal with a computer virus?
Yeah, Cyber Chase.
Yeah, the professor is actually voiced by Tom Kane. You know, Yoda in the Clone Wars.
Right. I forget.
And he voiced several characters in the Clone Wars. He was the narrator.
I forget which character he plays in it, but in Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, there was a character who's like, he's pretty much that movie's antagonist, and he was voiced by Tim Curry.
Are you talking about the guy with the beard who gets pulled into the ground by the witch?
Yeah. I forget what his job title was, because it's been so long since I watched that movie. But I remember Tim Curry playing that character.
Now, just to be clear, we're talking about Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm looking at the cast on, it's crazy. Oh, yep. Lastly listed, Tim Curry. But, the rest of the cast is, Scott Innes, Mary Kay Bergman. I'm probably butchering these names. Frank Welker, B.J. Ward, and Tim Curry. B.J. Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Who did he voice?
It should say right on there.
I'm looking at the cast on the description on Max. Like, I'm still on the stream. I'm browsing the Max. I'm looking at Scooby-Doo descriptions on Max.
Okay.
Ray Delisle?
Okay, Scott Innes, Scooby and Shaggy. B.J. Ward, Velma. Frank Welker, Fred. What?
Oh, B.J. Ward was a woman, okay.
Ben Ravencroft. I forget what his title was. Jennifer Hale. I remember Jennifer Hale being in that.
Wasn't she like one of the Daphnes?
She might have been one.
Or am I thinking? I don't know if I might be thinking of something completely different. Really, the only good animated Scooby-Doo show the only good, in my opinion, Scooby-Doo show since the original late 60s, early 70s cartoon is obviously What's New Scooby-Doo. And also Mystery Incorporated. But Mystery Incorporated is past your time, I think.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I did back in the day, and it came out like 15 years ago.
Well, I'm trying to find... I'm looking through Jennifer Hale's filmography, and I'm not seeing her voicing Daphne at any point.
Well, I'm pretty sure she was in a lot of those anyway. Oh, let's not forget Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
You know, I actually liked that. I liked that show.
And so did I. I saw reruns of it on Boomerang many years ago. I think it was, yeah, it had to have been like, probably like early mid-2000s, because I vaguely remember one point in time going over to spend time with my mother and stepdad, and this was keep in mind, this was before they were back in my life frequently, and it was before I knew that the woman actually was my biological mother. But my stepfather, he was a big Scooby-Doo guy. Like even in his like mid to late 40s, he was still buying Scooby-Doo stuff, even when they had Lego Scooby-Doo. And he didn't let us touch it. But I just find it ironic how he would say I was blowing my money on Godzilla stuff when literally he was doing the same thing but with Scooby-Doo stuff. Irony.
Yeah.
But we went from watching videos to looking up casts and shit.
Yeah, which I think I'm about to call it a night for this stream. I'm starting to get really tired, and I got to go to work in the morning.
Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it's.
Yeah, it's
I forgot
Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, for those new to the channel, yeah, my work schedule is set up so that I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday and Friday. Generally speaking, that's how it works. But before we sign off, I do have an update for the Twilight Princess playthrough, and I'm glad that everybody has been enjoying it so far. I think at this point in time, Part 9 is the biggest video of the series right now at 284 views. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it up so far. I currently have, well, technically 2 dungeons and an optional dungeon left to get through. I've got the Palace of Twilight to get through because I've already got footage for the City in the Sky. I just haven't edited it yet. So I've got to record the Palace of Twilight, where you have to defeat Zant before Ganondorf breaks out of the Twilight Realm. Then there's an optional dungeon that you go through called the Cave of Ordeals, which is in Gerudo Valley. It's like a 50-room gauntlet that you go through in order to unlock every fairy fountain in Hyrule. And then after that, I've got Hyrule Castle for the big showdown with Ganondorf and the end of the game. At present, I don't know if Part 12, which is going to be the City in the Sky, if Part 12 is going to be up on Monday or Tuesday yet. I'm kind of playing it by ear. And we'll just have to see. But my intention right now with this playthrough is to have it done by next week at the earliest. And then I plan on having, once I get part 12, 13, 14 uploaded, I plan on, for the following week, uploading the full playthrough in its entirety, because that's gonna be like a 20-hour plus video at least. After that, I plan on doing my next oneer, which is going to be an NES platformer RPG hybrid called Faxanadu, and that'll be going up the week after I post the full Twilight Princess oneer. And in between that time, I'm going to put up a community poll asking you guys which game you want me to play next as a series, and hopefully it won't be such a 5-alarm clusterfuck like recording Twilight Princess has been for the past month and change.
Yeah.
As much as I love this game and as much as I love this series, this playthrough has certainly been an experience that I really don't want to relive. But now that I've made the mistakes that I have made, recording this playthrough, I at least know what I should and should not be doing, like investing in multiple save files. I should have done which I should have done.
If you think that's bad, you should see the amount of save files I had on the PS2 version of Resident Evil 4.
Oh, I can imagine.
I mainly used with Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, I'm mainly, mostly 4, 5, and the 2 and 3 remakes. I literally used the many save files as like a chapter select.
Right.
Because the original Resident Evil 4 didn't have a chapter select, and neither does the 4 remake, I don't think.
I don't think so. But, I'm trying to show off some... But this is what Faxanadu is, basically. It's like Zelda 2, but I guess it leans more into the RPG elements than Zelda 2 did.
Huh?
It's like... I don't know what the fuck this guy is doing. He's probably farming for XP points and gear, but it's kind of Zelda 2-ish in that it has an overworld and it is a side-scrolling platformer with RPG elements.
Sounds about right.
So that'll be my follow-up to playing Twilight Princess, and and then I'll post a community poll on what you guys want me to play next. More than likely, I'll put another Zelda game in there if you guys want me to play another Zelda game. I most definitely will. Now that I know what pitfalls to avoid in recording this fucking game. If I'm using if it's a game that I'm using like a physical copy of, like any of the Switch games, and not something I'm running off an emulator, because fuck you, Nintendo. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Did you say an emulator or a manipulator?
An emulator.
For some reason I heard manipulator, and I'm like, what?
Because no, Nintendo, emulators are not illegal. Especially considering you fucking use them for Switch Online, you disingenuous twat waffles.
Yeah, there's a word for that. It's called hypocrisy.
Yeah. They're 100% legal and you fucking know it.
They just want money.
And this is coming from a guy who owns every Zelda game that has been ported to the Switch in a physical cartridge because I love this fucking series that fucking much. But anyway, but I know I'm going to put another Zelda game on that poll. I'll probably put Uncharted 2 on that poll. I might toss in a couple of RPGs like Super Mario RPG and because I have the Super Mario RPG remake on my Switch. Maybe Breath of Fire on SNES or Legend of Dragoon on PS1. I haven't fully decided yet. we'll just we'll burn that bridge once we get to it, though.
Yeah.
So, until then, I appreciate everybody who stopped in, if only for a few seconds. Thank you very much for watching and sticking around, and I will see you next Friday. Same bat times, same bat channel.
Or in this case, same bait time, same bait channel.
Exactly. So, take care until then.